this match. Let's go to the main. This is the main stage. Okay, go ahead and change this real quick. After that, we're gonna go into Twisted Minds versus Mirror Sejong. This is Navi or Falcons. Navi versus Falcons. All right. Also, I need to get some more water because I'm out of mine. So I'll be right back. I'm gonna drop you guys here. BRB.
Where you still need to go for level 9s to win out. I'm a huge Portal player. I like to go for the Xerath and the Tom Kench within it.
Well, let's start to zoom out a little bit as it's starting to seem like we can have some hope in Na'Vi here. You know, for the Falcons coming in as tournament favorites, for them to even be here in this match is a surprise. The fact that they, dominated Na'Vi before, this feels like a best case scenario here for Na'Vi. If they can get a convincing first game win, they can show that they have managed to find a way to get past Falcons guard and maybe tilt them for the series.
Absolutely, and taking a look at Here We Go's board right here, this is not a very strong board at the moment. Still stuck on level 6 going into stage 5. He has hit his critical 3 stars, of course, but as we've been mentioning, his job is to spoil the opposing team. And so far, Sanyup is running away with it.
All right, there's another comfortable win in there. Yeah, here we go, down to 12. Gosh, what a world it will be. Of course, the final insult here, the best case scenario for Na'Vi is the push 3 Falcons members out in the bottom 4, but maybe that's a little bit too much of a stretch.
Yep, Ice also losing out here. None of the rerolls really working out. Here we go, uncontested on the Kog'Maw, hits late. Ice going for a straight tempo strategy, not even trying to roll too deep on level 6 as we've seen. Spend most of his rolls here, and looking at his front line, it's very far away from being stable. That Mordekaiser not even 2-star.
No, missing a few of those incredibly important pieces, but yeah, we're living on a completely different planet for Falcons, especially if they take the first 2 losses. As you did note before, we have got a very volatile lobby all the way from 4th place down to currently 8th place. There's not a ton of HP in it, and win streaks and loss streaks are both hard to come by.
Yep, Jidpok on a 3-win streak, Sanyup on a 5-win streak, so it looks like Na'Vi has 2 players that are basically unstoppable. No one has been able to dent them so far. Now, maybe Chitu's board can do it. We haven't seen his board in a while, but I don't see Ice or Here We Go really having a shot at these 2, cap-out players on the side of Na'Vi.
No, we will see in this round. We'll keep our eye out for Here We Go as well, because, yeah, this board looks like it's in a little bit of trouble. On the other side, of course, we can see what we've been seeing more and more. You're calling for it before to see more focus on the forecast, the karma coming in from Crazy on the Na'Vi side of things. Would love to rip through the board, and it looks like he's going to be able to manage it. The karma is doing a lot of work, does get focused, gets a couple of shots off. The Syndra is good enough. Here We Go goes out. And for Na'Vi, that is the first step towards a very different series.
The spoil doesn't work. He gives up an island, but still finds an out. What an incredible way to play the game. And honestly,
it's kind of chilly in here.
Something that I felt like Fnatic.
They definitely overcompensate
around the portal vertical
the heat with like
6
a ton of air
going for
conditioning.
the 8 and trying to stabilize and scrap out placements. It definitely works if you're running into those low roll opponents.
Yeah, I mean, look, as we get deeper into this game, talk to me. Why you said you weren't necessarily super high on the rise from before. Where is this comp most weak then?
Well, it doesn't cap out particularly well unless you hit the 8 portal, and
all right,
it's very hard to fit the entire board. The 6 portal is a rather weak trait. It only gives you the golems, and as you see here,
was this the first 1, 2, 3, 4 in the tournament? No, we had one yesterday with Toronto Ultra.
8, you get extra items from the portal.
I'm gonna eat a protein bar.
Items will help your rise scale up. So I think it's more of a tempo gameplay. Fnatic, a lot of times when they're playing it, they're aiming for 3rds and 4ths, not necessarily going to first places.
Oh no, it looks like the pool, isn't quite.
Wait, maybe I don't have it.
Oh, Mordekaiser,
no.
cast.
It's Sanya will be taken out. That was a heroic attempt in the game, but ultimately the only thing he did was stayed out of 8th place. It felt like there could have been more.
Yeah, that's...
Oh, that was a close fight. -2, -4. All right. So what do we have here?
Quite a lot.
Oh, Ice and Falcon, or Falcons are in general like kind of a bad spot.
The 2 Falcon members would have to win out, but now within Sejong going 7, there's a lot more potential to play for.
When the NA games, they're in game 3. This is game 2. Or match 2.
Could see a blowout in favor of Navi, but Jipok spending every single piece of gold in the inventory. Keep an eye out, of course, that Briar in place from the Golden Quest before. Should be able to provide a lot of disruption, as well as you said, taking a bigger risk by going heavy on the damage side of things. At least means there's a little.
I'm trying to understand like what's happening in this thing, dude. That Briar 2 is going crazy. Look at that, BT Titans. Oh, it's Golden Quest. Golden Quest Briar. Ice is dead.
All right.
Dude, Navi might upset Falcons.
Jago is the last remaining piece into
Uh-oh.
a miracle game for Navi. I would not have credited. I don't think anybody would have.
What's Xiaogo's board like? Callista, Gwen?
And actually do the same thing that was done to them.
There was a lot of questions.
He has all that shimmers plus item collector.
All clawed back. I love this.
Sanya played Fortune. Oh, it went 7th? That's not good.
To play this augment. We've seen full loss streaks both times that it was selected here, but this time around he uses the HP as a buffer, gets a late Briar coming into the composition, and his traits are just beautiful. The full left side of the traits are fully filled out. 4 preservers, warriors, plus a Briar.
Hey, Chi-Chi's playing Syndra Karma. Pretty standard. Syndra Tempo. And then, what is Yugol playing? Navi is a really interesting team because they're a mix of 2 young players and 2 old players. They're like 2 20-year-olds and 2 like 38-year-olds.
Has the win out board necessary. Even if Navi goes 4th here, it would still require Falcons to go 1-3 to win out the game. So it's looking incredibly difficult, and he might even team kill Xiaoge. If Xiaoge goes down, game is already mathematically over.
That would be a devastating way to go, but at least the Callista does come in, and you can see.
I mean, Xiaoge's board is really good. And also, you have to remember that many people consider Xiaoge also one of the best players in this tournament. I think Xiaoge in general has a really strong read in the meta. He plays way more flexibly than other people do, and he also sees he also like is one of the strongest players at capping out boards.
5th and 7th, so they have 2 points.
I'm pretty sure Xiaoge might be the
It means that
like him and Allen are probably the 2 strongest players right now that I've seen in the tournament. And now that Allen's out of the tournament, it's got to be Xiaoge.
I'm not sure who's broke that streak yet.
This guy's like the mobile CN champion. He's so good.
So if I'm getting a math right here,
How's the whole gang going, Syndra?
to get 2 players into the
I mean, that's just what the meta is. The meta is like play Syndra or find ways to play against Syndra. She's meta warping.
I just don't see.
Dude, there's a post on the subreddit which was like, how much of this is because, you know, we explore Syndra and we've optimized her, but I wonder if we just did the same thing with Akali, we would find out that, you know, we can like, there's a bunch of more viable Akali builds. I was like, I'm pretty sure it's just Syndra. Oh, Yule's dead. Oh my god, Xiaoge's gonna do it. They had to go 1-3. So now Jipok has to win. Oh my god. Dude, Xiaoge's so clutch. He's so clutch.
It's still very.
That's so copious. I know, it was super. I kind of chuckled. The poor guy got downvoted so hard. Everyone's so mad about Syndra. He's like, how come you guys just don't innovate and explore Akali the way we explore Syndra? Maybe we find more broken builds of her. I thought that was fun. It comes from like I think like a semi-well-intentioned place. I think he's trying to be like, hey guys, come on, like maybe we can find more innovation in the game.
He has on a 4-win streak, but Jipok is also on a 3-win streak. And he hasn't been able to find his upgrades. Very crucial upgrades in the Camille and
the Mortdog classic of find the counter. How often does Mortdog really say that though? Does he say that pretty often? I mean, he's live right now, isn't he?
The win condition, Jipok needs to hang on to that first.
I wonder how many times he's had to answer questions about Syndra. He probably, if I'm him, I probably would just like auto timeout the word Syndra.
With one less defensive item, she's a little bit more vulnerable. The Callista could end up targeting her, but Briar spending a lot of time.
Like she's getting nerfed. It's happening on the next patch. Like we don't need to answer more questions about it. Oh wait a second. Oh wait a second. Oh, he's dead. Oh!
The top 2 has been secured here.
Xiaoge goes out, and Chi2 is the weaker of the Falcon players here.
Oh, man. All right.
For Jitpock,
Dude, Navi's going to secure it. The 1-4.
hardest hurdle has already been crossed, and you know, let's see what combat augments Chi2 can potentially pull here.
Dude, Golden
no
Quest,
gold,
man.
no charm. And because he's using the Chalice, all of his backline carries are bunched up for that Briar to just eviscerate.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm clumping for... I actually think clumping here might be a little bit too greedy. Because that's where Briar's going to land. What are their charms? What are their charms?
One of these teams
Where are their charms? Briar's in the back line. Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly as you said, Clement. It's a ripping, roaring success.
Navi. Wow. Hey, old gamers rise up. Robin versus Jitpoke in the finals. A collective age of 1,000,000.
All of the necessary upgrades there as well. Going a little bit later into the game, Warrior Preserver lines with a giant Briar in front.
All right.
Just too much for the side of Falcons to handle.
Is the other series starting? Oh, they're doing a winner's interview.
They spend a lot of energy at trying to deny the enemy team, trying to make sure that they go 8th and 7th.
My God.
Also with Sanyap here.
I didn't know that you played the battle. Dude, I'm not that old. I'm not that old. I'm a young, spry age of 34.
But to be able to come back from that anyway, to find the incredibly narrow path through the crevasse.
And I'm mentally 24.
Which again, everybody expected coming into the tournament to be the one to go through and take the entire event. For Navi, this is a breath of air, finding their lungs finally. To start the series,
LMAO, I saw so many people saying Golden Quest is a never take. Who said that? Golden Quest is definitely a take if you had the spot for it. It's won 3 games so far this tournament. It won 1 against us. Soji won with it yesterday, and now we saw Jitpoke win. I'm pretty sure you just have to know how to play the spot. Are the finals gonna be best of 3s? The finals gonna be best of 5s.
Honestly, I can't wait for this rest of the series.
That's the key here when face up against.
Are these elimination games? Yep. Yep, these are elimination games.
Go for the Golden Quest. Know you're gonna get a bruiser carry for your stage 4 and stage 5.
I've been following you since you were 25. My gosh. So last year, you've been following me for a year. I know, time flies. Wild.
And for Falcons,
is Vitality still in? Yeah, they play after this. Actually, literally after this match, they play.
Uncontested on the Kog'Maw reroll, couldn't find any purchase there, and Ice as well.
Can you explain it? Explain what? Explain the format? The format is 4v4, and whichever team has the better average placement or the more amount of points, same thing, in the game gets 1 point, and it's a best of 3. So, you know, they have to win two of those games. And if you tie, the tiebreaker is whoever goes first. So in this case, they won by 1 extra placement because they went 1-4, 6-8, which is 2 more points than the other team. Because they went 2-4, 6-8, 2-4. Sorry, I'm confusing myself by just saying numbers. All right, let's go ahead and check out the other stream. See what Les Coco is saying in the interview.
But how are you liking this format overall? Do you like 4v4? And how is your team approaching it?
I love 4v4. Yeah, in France we have done 2 tournaments of 4v4. I've done one in set 2 and 3.
Oh, Golden Quest?
And 4, I think.
Oh, Golden Quest, you basically just have to, at one point, have 162 gold in your bank at any time. So you can sell your entire board, and as long as your gold gets to 162, you get an orb of 5 cost with 3 items. That's tailored to them. There's actually like a specific set number of items for it. Let me see.
Our approach is to be prepared about the meta.
If you go Tactics.tools and you go to tables, a Golden Quest, you always get one of these 5 costs, but you get an item. You get items with this. So you got Briar and you got Titan's Gauge and IE. Diana is the best.
Also,
I'm pretty sure Diana is the best, right?
what is
Infinity Edge, Hand of Justice, Edge of Night, Camille. These are like some of the good ones. And then you get Milio with Adaptive Helm, Death Cap, and Guardbreaker, which is just like not items that he wants. He actually wants like the Shojin, Nasher stuff. But I think it's because Milio would be too, they maybe think Milio would be too good with it. And they changed it because they don't want Milio to like have perfect items and then give a bunch of other people items and just snowball from it. Milio's even worse than Smolder. You'd rather have Smolder. IMO. Ooh, Juanmei versus MSJ.
Yeah, and one of the interesting things about this matchup is that Twisted Minds is one of the favorites, and MSJ upset them in the
Okay, that's coming up in a little bit.
bracket, sending them down here.
I think I want to watch this series because they just has more star power than this one. But this one's really interesting. Falcons might lose.
Off against
Dude, Falcons and Fnatic, the top 2 teams in the field, get upset in groups.
break while we get ready for this next matchup. Twisted Minds
Wild.
and MSJ, we'll see you back in a few minutes.
All right.
We are coming to the second game of what is already a shocking series. Navi getting their first victory against the...
Where are Wolves from? They're from China.
I don't think anyone saw it coming, and the way it happened as well.
Unbelievable play coming out from Jipak, really reviving his career. He's been off the international stage for a while, but coming back with such a huge roar. He has the highest AVP on the team, and
Fnatic is overrated. Their coach is washed and old.
from Team Navi.
And for anyone
Damn.
tuning in late, of course, we saw with
I hope that guy never reads these kind of comments. That sounds pretty difficult.
blowout in favor of the Falcons, pushing Navi out in the bottom 4 repeatedly. And
I wasn't following. How did Fnatic do?
completely depleted
Oh, I think that they were doing pretty good.
Jipak able to get that
I think they
on fourth
I think that they were favorites to get out of their group.
changed the face of the game. It was looking like Schalke might run away
And
with
then
it. He hit the Briar as we were
Honly
so
in
important not to hit something like the Smolder.
hit Golden Quest in game 2 from the worst spot ever and got the best possible option.
Selected. It has been a win out.
I'm starting to think it might
And then stabilized at 1 HP and then 1 out. And yeah, and then game 3 they hit 2 Shimmer Scale Prismatics and Support Golem, and we hit Frost Hunter off our Wandering Trainer, so
and then using that legendary to come back.
GG's.
In this case, we're playing
We just got Chinoed. We got CN. They just diffed us.
This is definitely the most comfortable spot that we've seen. You know, 5 HP yesterday from Honglian and 8 HP.
It's in the past. Let's forget about it. I mean, people keep asking me like how the games go. What, am I supposed to just say? Like, do you want me to not talk about it? I need to vent my frustration somehow.
And then
Nah, it's fine. I mean, overall, I think the teams that won, they deserve to advance. Like that's what competition is. Like you can try your best and still not succeed.
4v4 situations where that
So
actually gold, that's
it's all good. Well played to the other teams,
generating interest.
and that's that.
You can just sit on it for Golden Quest. Don't spend it. I know my trigger finger always presses the ad because I'm kind of slow, but you can see the win out here.
I mean, I certainly know in other games, teams have had certain players have their keys removed from the keyboard to keep them from such terrible things. But let's get into it once again. This time,
Was this your first time coaching a team? No, I've coached teams before, but I've never coached a team game before. in TFT.
I suppose is the closest we can get.
I've got to say, this is starting to get sweaty for Falcons.
I've coached other team games, but not TFT. So that in itself was a different dynamic.
Are very high variance. When you have treasure golems, it's going to be
Ooh, Tactician's Crown start.
items across the board, and you don't know what items you're going to get. A lot of fights are just down to
Why do they never show the crowd?
same thing with
They don't want to make other esports feel bad, because if they show the crowd, they they don't want to embarrass, you know, the other games here.
Breathe a sigh of relief, getting that just, you know, extra +1 here. Don't need to worry too much about the variance.
So let's kind of recap, you know, the story so far really here.
Why he pick up the orb? Oh yeah, actually he picked up the orb. So picking up the orb is a technical mistake because you might be able to get enough gold by selling the bench units. So like you have to field these units, but if you didn't pick up this Tactician's Crown, you would only play like 2 units, and you might have bench opportunities to sell. Like, you may be able to sell this and manipulate your gold better. CN picks up the Orb and Tactician's Crown. Hmm.
Could actually just reroll at level 6. So I think multi-striker is probably the comp that benefits the most out of this type of setup.
But the players are better than you. May I ask how you would help them with coaching?
Helps you hit those, you know,
I mean, I can give them tips on like skincare and what to do with, you know, with hair dye and, you know, the usual stuff. So I can give them some brand management tips. I can help edit their Twitter posts. I mean, I can do a lot.
Yeah, we pointed out right back at the beginning of the series, one of the points where we saw the Falcons be weak is when Prismatics came in, but it won't be this time. We do see an interesting opening on the right-hand side there, if we're talking about, you know, trying to make any kind of lost streak work.
Is Vitality playing after this game? Yeah, on this stage, they're playing after this. So the winner of this moves on, and then we start quarterfinals, and Vitality's playing on this stage.
Picked up, he's really looking for spell blades. That would be his best option. Combat casters is not bad. Scholars do cast a lot as well.
Yeah, I definitely like the
2 support golems. We got 2 rocks, Spellblades, Thieves Gloves, 2 healthy,
we do know again,
Magic Wand.
Falcons are so deadly in the early going that I'm always wary of anything that takes a while to come online.
Ooh, there is a big question here whether Here We Go is going to play spoiler once more. He does
breathing exercises. I actually did teach him some breathing exercises. I did. Combat caster. Okay, so this guy leading AP. Probably no slam. Unless he wants to go Spark. But if he plays Spark, he's almost certainly playing for Karma, as opposed to like playing any Syndra line, and he wants to keep that possibility open. Also, it's Tactician's Crown. You're going to be lower econ. The thing about Tactician's Crown is that you have to always be mindful that you have to play 1 extra unit, and that means that you're less likely to make econ thresholds, which makes you poorer than usual. So fast aiding is going to be harder.
A little bit close to the sun, but
fast aiding is going to be harder. Rerolling is going to be a little bit slower because you're going to have a little bit less gold, but you will have preserved a little bit more HP. Also, the lobby dynamics are that I think like people are going to generally be hitting harder because they have more units surviving, so you're going to be a little bit less HP than usual. So it just makes the game faster, which is already crazy because the game's very fast with 4v4 already. It just pushes it to a new gear. Are any European teams still in? Yeah, we just watched 1 European team survive. So we have 1 European team, 2 American teams, 2 Chinese teams, and
so that's a potential win out for him. I know it's very far in the future.
The winner of this series and the next one. So this could be we have 1 APAC team, and then it could be either another Korean team, another Chinese team, or actually it's just 2 Korea, 2 Chinese left. Yeah, actually T1, I mean, to be more specific, T1 is more than an APAC team. They're like the Korean team. I mean, there's no team more popular than T1 in Korea, right? T1 is like, they have like a rabid fan base. Like, kind of like Taylor Swift in Minecraft. Or K-pop stans.
Is pretty much forced to go on the full loss streak. Again, when you're playing with Here We Go, it's always a bit dicey. He's also on a 2-loss streak. Sometimes like not again.
How many OC teams? 0.
I don't know. I mean,
sadly. There was 1 OC team that played in the qualifier though.
Crazy moving we can see, of course. You mentioned the support golem's going to be incredibly powerful as well.
Okay, Crazy Moving with a support golem. Crazy Moving is an old StarCraft pro from the Wings of Liberty days, StarCraft 2. He was a Zerg player. He was actually quite good at it when he was, you know, when he was competing. He wasn't like an elite player, but he was pretty good for a pro. Like obviously he's like amazing compared to like the average StarCraft player, but I don't think he like went that far in many tournaments. I think he probably made like a deep run in a couple of GSLs. You guys watch that?
In this case, though, it's looking like it's actually, even with all those bodies, it's still not quite enough to keep Crazy Moving alive. So Jitbot getting a well asked for win there. Of course, that comeback.
MSJ is actually match strong. Yeah, I mean, they have a lot of Worlds finalists. The thing about MSJ is that they've underperformed on global levels. Like, they do well against other Koreans, they do well against other APAC.
Yeah, again,
But whenever they're at like Worlds or whatever, they have
on the
underperformed.
other side, we're taking a look at some of the boards we haven't touched on.
A lot of the MSJ players have qualified to the World Championship and like kind of went like dead last.
Favors that line the most just because of how crucial Arcana and Pyro are for the rest of the composition.
Great comparison.
Besides, we do have Chi2 just going for standard AP.
T1 fans.
Just looking for Syndras. We have seen Falcon mainly be a
Shojin Rageblade.
Play 2 Syndra players. Make sure there are no
Beast
runaway
moves.
Syndras. And,
What up, Raptor?
they're happy
How you
to
doing,
play
buddy?
things like the Wukong Syndra, or just go into more of like a Karma strategy.
Yeah, and I think just that raw versatility, the way the set is designed to have so many interlocking pieces here means that just there's every different front line in creation.
Okay, so we have a Syndra player for Navi here.
The Shojin as well. This again should be building up towards those big numbers we were talking about up against Ice.
Cassidy player for Falcons. Ice has Rageblade Cassidy to start things off.
As well as the Ginsu is in place already. This is looking very promising.
Yeah, great.
I mean, Banshee's already to start off with Cassidy. He has Banshee's Quicksilver equivalent.
Other potential multi-striker lines coming out on the other side.
Cassidy in general has fallen off a lot in the past couple days. Like, a lot of people realize that multi-strikers is good but overrated because you still get like there's a little bit of a dynamic where Cassidy can punish, but Syndra is just like much stronger, and you just can't beat Syndra in the late game because unless you like super duper high roll, because you can't get past her front line quick enough, and then Syndra just blocks onto your Cassidy and kills it. And she just really threatens any of the melee carries. The only way you can really beat Syndra is if you somehow get the Akali to stick onto the backline Akali, but that doesn't happen very often.
And everything else is going.
That Syndra goes right to the
Bear, thank you for the tier 1.
Versus 1 and a
3 versus 2, but there is a
What's up? Not much. I'm just chilling watching TFT.
Oh my god.
How long the Syndra stays up. Oh no.
How does the 4v4 format work? It's whichever team places better in the games.
Okay.
Whichever team gets more points in a game, and you get a point, and it's best of 3.
That's very bad news. Admittedly, Navi did get past this one. It's not quite as crushing as it would have been with the Fortune, Organ from before. Maybe we see the comeback.
Okay.
Face to face. This is what I love the most about the 4v4 format, honestly. The players playing towards the bottom are the ones who play the most unusual TFT.
I just feel like it's so funny that this Falcons team is so good, they have a designated trash man. He might be the bin himself, but he's taking you.
I think I missed someone griefing. What happened? These casters are laughing. I can't.
Not again.
Oh. Oh, he griefed his double down. Oh, that's actually a huge deal. He actually lost his double down streak. Woohoo! That's really bad. That's really bad. All right, guys, I'm gonna lock it. I'm not. If you guys have questions about 4v4, please someone else in chat answer, because I feel like I'm losing track of what's happening in the game. I'm trying to tell you guys how this format works.
Well, here we go. As you said, the trash man, come off the trash man, take away everything you love.
Actually, Raptor, I'm down to pin a message to explain how 4v4 works.
I think with the 4v4 format evolving, we will see more and more specialities coming like that. Just play to the player's strengths. And especially
okay, we have rod, glove, belt, and vest.
It's a good investment.
What are you good at? Oh, I'm really.
I mean, this is not that good of a Syndra spot. You might have to just slam around and play for Karma. I feel like if he's gonna stubbornly play Syndra from here, this is how sometimes Syndra games can go really badly, because he's not gonna have like a lot of stacks. They took Combat Caster first augment, which is like good, but these kinds of spots, I guess it depends on the macro of the lobby though. But we know that Crazy Moving already has a Syndra spot, so it's like he could totally play Syndra tempo. This doesn't feel like a Syndra force to me, like Syndra 3.
On that end. And, Jipak running into his teammate. He hasn't rolled just yet. He's leveling to 5 next, so it doesn't look like the Scholar Bastions is going to be the play.
He's also like slow leveling. There's like 6 players here watching.
Gonna play for a more standard win-out strategy.
Come to 3-2.
Okay.
Again, you noted before.
I'm the carry now. New versus new recruit. New recruit is a little bit trickier on Tactician's crown because you have less gold than usual, but that's where the duplicator can really help.
If you are on the side of Falcons, you do not.
I was really tempted to take I'm the carry
Please
now.
no, please don't, just standard
Takes new
game,
recruit.
you know, Sylph
Oh, there's a
Falcons
different
are the
players. Here we
best, we'll
go.
take all of them.
Oh, he hits
The
it 2
prismatics
instantly.
ones is exactly
Can
how
keep
they lost
rolling.
to Toronto in game
Songyup took
after they
immovable
missed a
object, and he has a spat.
So, you know, I hope
He can
they
go
keep
Witchcraft
the
Emblem.
wits with them.
Witchcraft
Let's see what
Emblem.
they get here. Here we go is gonna go for
Morello.
New recruit, so +2 units.
Yeah,
on the
looks
board.
good to me.
I mean, if we are looking for these massive numbers of potential losses being handed out, I mean, immediately, here we go.
Why is Morello good on Karma? She hits so many targets, and she scales off of the AP pretty nicely. So she applies Morello very well.
Gonna go with something like Preservers and Arcana, make them
With Morello, you want someone who casts and hits as many units as
you have
possible.
in your board, in your army. There aren't a lot of team-wide traits this set, so everything is very focused into the Arcana and the Preserver lines.
All right, Shago on the other side will be helping. Here we go along his journey towards keeping that lost streak intact. Though the double Rage Blade on the
Double Rage Blade, which is like, you know, not bad. It's just, it's definitely like,
right now has a win streak.
you kind of want the Shojin over the other Rage Blade, but if you can get like a Shojin with that setup, it's very, very good.
He's actually rolled down to 10 gold and hasn't found many of the Kog'Maws, which is what his build is aiming for. Already has the Last Whisper and the Shojin, so... Oh, this is the reason why.
You look like a wall in a Portal game.
Well, maybe that's the thing. Maybe here we go is too good.
What,
of a
'cause I'm wearing
teacher
orange?
And pass his techniques along one way or the other, but yeah, I mean, this is what we saw from the days before. Contesting in this competition certainly is not going to end up well.
What's the difference between Red Buff and Morello? They use different components. You need 2 bows and a Morello, or sorry, and a Morello. 2 bows and a versus a rod and a belt. So there's item economy differences. And Red Buff also gives you a little bit of bonus damage, amplification, which is a little bit different of kind of damage. And then Morello gives you like more AP. So they're just like more slanted towards specific types of units that want different types of damages. But ultimately, they accomplish the same thing. I personally think Red Buff is more versatile than Morello right now. But bows are hard to guess. The difficulty about Red Buff is that you need 2 bows, and it's rarer for you to drop 2 of the same component. You're more likely to drop different components, so you have to always mix and match different things.
We see that Hugo continues his streak again. We look down the rest of the table. We know we're not seeing streaks remotely this side, so good news for Navi. But of course, the reminder again. With
Hello, Taylor. You like that hoodie? Thank you.
Player looking strong.
Huge pickup in the karma right here. Let's see if
True question. How are you wearing a jacket in Riyadh? Isn't it 120 degrees there? Yeah, like there's this thing called a building that I'm in, and in that building they have air conditioning.
He's running Prismatic Ticket and his encounters overall. So I can see this working out very well.
Yeah, Syndra Vanguard, definitely you could fit.
When is Vitality playing? After this game, after this game.
In there too. Yugal, even though he's very far ahead, I don't think you can be the win-out player given the composition limitations of Kog'Maw. So I think a lot of options are still up in the air here.
This Saudi technology, yeah. They truly broke the bank for this one.
At the same time, but he doesn't have the critical.
They pulled out all the stops for Frodan. Walls and air conditioning? Holy cow. But get this. When I go outside, I take off my hoodie. Because it's, you're right, it is 100 degrees, 20 degrees, I'm not wearing it outside.
Even if the Wukong isn't fully online as of yet, we'll see how Sangyup is able to turn things around. He's on a lost streak himself, of course, heavily.
It's actually really cold in this room. I'd probably say right now it's like 17, 18 Celsius. Actually pretty chilly.
Sanab is on the 3 loss streak, which means the only fight he's won was with Here We Go.
Yes.
If that fight didn't happen, he would be rolling in.
Okay, golden ticket, Chitu, he's at 20 gold. He has, how many Syndras he has? Like 3? He's going for Wukong Syndra. This is a more popular version, or rising in popularity. Oh, what up? What's up?
You watch the Weibo game?
Yeah, the Weibo game? The Weibo? Weibo. Weibo games.
Anything special?
What's up? Soju and milk. Anything special? Was it Dumb that took Golden Quest? Oh, no, it's Navi. Navi won because they took Golden Quest against Falcons.
Oh.
And they won out.
What's this game looking like?
This game is looking like, it's pretty even, actually. There's like a bunch of Syndra players who like kind of didn't really hit, like, kind of suboptimal items. Oh, they full sold to greet this guy double up. Or double down.
Oh. Honestly, it doesn't even do that much.
Oh, okay. I haven't actually seen people get their streak grief super hard yet, so
here we go from Spoiler.
He's not that big of a deal.
Powerful player of his own right. Look at how
No.
quickly ripping through.
Oh, he's
the
in
board
like
here.
taking a
He's
rating
not
goal.
even a little bit close. Sanya
Yeah,
down
yeah,
to
true.
sub 30
What did
Yeah, he's
Weibo
gonna have to
do?
be bailed out by a big roll
Can you guys remind me what happened in Weibo's game?
here.
Who they play?
It's way
Aiming for the
Z10?
Kalista,
That's what I
I
said.
think the
Oh,
Wait,
dude,
wait,
Z10,
Z10
Z10 like all tried to play Syndra or something like that.
No,
And
yeah, I saw. I think all. I think they all try to play Karma.
yeah, they all tried to play Karma / Syndra. Like Lelouch fast dated and just died every game.
Yeah, some players.
Yeah.
See his traits right here, really beautiful. While I was talking about it,
I
a
mean,
lot of players actually like to roll level
like I think
7
those are the only thing
with
that he
active
hits, but yeah.
pyro,
Wait,
flight buff,
wait, can you actually have these cast items? I don't
especially
think I've ever had like.
with the damage reduction coming.
I think Nash is actually quite strong on him.
He's hitting.
Line.
Oh, no, like that. Oh,
Tactician
no, I meant
can
that.
actually do
I
so
don't
on
mean
level
Oh,
6.
I don't know about adaptive.
He's already
No.
on
It can't be
4
bad. It doesn't have a
radiant
flaw.
item on
Tactician's
that.
crown. Tactician's crown.
Mm.
The
Yeah,
portal.
well, we'll definitely get a chance to
Not
come
even
back to
spam
Ice
versus
against
someone
he's on a
really
win streak
doing
right now
this.
and rocking to the top of the table. But
This is your
Sanya
favorite
moving a
portal?
little dicey here. He's going to start rolling, hoping
Why?
to find, she said, to get the portal online. Does at least find Emilio
Okay.
and the Briar as
Just
well.
He's
Well,
keeping the
this guy's-
fairies in for this. 6 fairy gives you an extra item in the front line.
Oh, is he going Fairy Callista? That's like the China tech, the Fairy Callista. Oh, he is.
Sanya digging
Yeah.
down
You guys
deeper in the
have you
table.
seen this?
Of course, we are seeing 3
So they if you get
players
Fairy
in the
onto
bottom
Morgana,
fourth.
she's just legit
It's the
immortal.
way quickly
Hold on,
out
Dave.
of this
Yeah.
game.
Honestly, I'm
Sanya
looking at this,
could turn things in perhaps this round.
pretty tanky.
We could start to be a bit more
So much HP.
optimistic.
This is the best
Yeah,
time to play
you go
this
Fairy
actually
and then
six
2
fairy
items on her, like
with
Crown Guard
extra
plus
item
either the
in
crown, the guard, or like something else, and she just doesn't die.
Queen's Guard.
Are you sure
Oh,
this is
the-
good?
the
That
guard?
Briar's been a little
I
too
believe it's the
fast.
Queen's Guard, but certainly
Yeah,
Also, didn't
it's
the
letting
item.
the Calista
Are you sure?
be
I mean, I feel like that's a
and the
Briar.
Crown
Also, you can play it on
Guard
Camille
takes up
too.
the
Those are the
ball.
2 units I see China play it on, and they do really well with it.
But
Wait,
no,
is
they
I
don't
don't
need
know.
one.
Good.
Oh,
No,
no, Sanya.
that is not
Okay,
good.
The HP is good.
calculated. The smallest
No,
loss he
no,
could have
no.
taken. Maybe
No,
he
he's
gets
still too high.
way on his feet now as the
Support golem. Ooh.
It's not even that good on
He's
forward
not
two.
gonna go for the
Okay, I'll have to-
reinforcement
I mean, it's
roll.
pretty good.
Brought back Natus
Yeah.
Vincere
Oh, and he gets
for
Aegis.
another support item. And
Isn't that's pretty good for the
that
with
was
the
so close. That was
immovable
last
objects.
option possible. Gets the extra attack speed on the back line for his Aegis.
You guys play Exodus?
The question is,
I think
can
so,
he
yeah.
hold on? That
You guys playing
doesn't
again?
Find the Callista
Weebo.
too.
Weebo.
The Crown Guard doesn't even. The
Weebo.
Queen Guard doesn't even help that much.
Weibo.
One copy left.
We're playing the CN Sejong.
Oh,
Camille's
Callista.
a huge find here.
Monka. I mean, we have NA
Swap
home
out the
man.
Briar.
That's me.
It's funny that both of you took Golden Crest and went out. That's funny. He's like one upping
Oh,
you.
wait, there
We just turned T1 and then T1 said care home.
Needed.
Two
me.
coming
Yeah.
along at once. We see here we go coming
That's
to the board
you.
saying,
We beat T1
okay,
again, 2-0.
maybe you're going to be more of a fight than we thought.
Massive find here. Great
We're
find on
only
the
Olympian
augments.
scrims.
Great job on hitting that Callista too. And in this position, he
You
could take
they're the
out
only
that
people you beat in
castle really
scrims.
early.
We actually haven't dropped the game in
It's
Also,
the
is this
start of the
positioning
focus
Whis?
area.
Like,
Castle
what
actually
happened
has-
with
you look at
this?
the
Is this even shout? Is it? Oh
He
no!
was like trying to protect me.
Yeah.
But then like it just.
Casting
Yeah.
with everything you could ask for apart
Uh-oh.
from healing. Cannot stand the
Also, you don't really
fairies
want to.
running rampant.
This guy's a beast.
And Ice
You also don't really want to
TPM,
like
he
full
was
pump
the
though because
big
the use
win
gets so
streaking
hard.
player
You
full of
Okay,
fire.
also his
Mm.
range
And
was a
now
very
from the
honest
bottom of
lot.
the table,
Yeah, the
Sanya
HP.
rises again.
And he had
This
Aegis.
is two healthy bear treasures
Right
into
there.
fucking item collector. That was the 3 that I was.
Oh,
The combo would be better.
Ice
Like buried
is
treasures
one
into
cherry
what's it called?
on top.
Into 2 healthy is
No,
better.
you have to look at Ice's build.
Into item collector? Yeah, yeah,
This is
yeah.
actually
how you want to choose. This is the only way you can win.
Power at
I'm
this
pretty sure
stage.
this is guaranteed.
Shauga.
I don't think
These
he's
augments
whole.
that
This
way.
combo literally
For
can never
now,
top 2
Not
unless
in
it
that
happens.
strong of a position.
Wait,
Well,
one second.
one thing I did want to bring up, the double down, of course.
Wait, what?
Yeah, we saw the Fortune Emblem from, Fortune Ogre from before, yeah, where you need to keep the
Honestly,
momentum in place.
honestly, you're
Double
not
down,
contesting 'cause
you
he's
can
actually
turn
like
it into a
like
major
very
win
Jinx
streak and get your gold
Low
that
key,
way.
no, honestly, his
Oh,
fun
you
as well.
definitely can, but you're gonna have to turn it like
Yeah,
180
or Jinx at
around.
6.
It's not gonna be particularly easy.
And then you never have to like
Uh,
level
but this
because
is,
there's
a
nothing level
team
4.
Kill scenario potentially coming up. Not the best items
Don't
on
come to
that.
them like
card,
anything
though. No
else.
80 items whatsoever. So I still think, yeah, Sanya
Oh,
is
maybe
going to stay
we can-
alive here.
Yeah, and stay alive in good fashion.
I mean,
we
this-
have to
this
probably
fairy setup looks
looking
kinda
at the board
good.
a little bit anyway, or
Is it not who is it or?
Sanya,
He's running
again,
twist.
it's going to start building
Wait,
up
which
gold
team has
in a
that
hurry,
comes
as long as
blue?
you can keep that win
Navi,
streak.
Navi,
30
Sangyo.
HP means
Where's
you
your
wouldn't
combo?
have
No, the
any
combo player
chance
is
of
guaranteed.
any
Oh, you need like
to
2
make
HP to
any
go.
kind of mistake.
No.
13 is you're guaranteed dead if you lose in stage 6.
It did
I think he was 14. I think he paid 1 HP
so
for
Chitu
2
dropping down into 7th
Oh.
Oh, at
It's a
13?
long way for
He was at
Sejong to
14,
get
and
out
then
of
there's
those
the-
games.
That's
sus though.
Yeah, I don't know, like, 14 is too much
I
hype.
feel like that HP is like, huh,
But 13 is like not.
That's a little sus.
I
That's a little
think for that
sus.
Camille, not really gonna find
He just dies at exact lethal.
I mean, 14 is easily too much. You have to get 4-0, like, how the fuck do you get 4-0? Like, how bad is it?
Given that he's
Yeah.
I feel like that's not the
4 is like one frontliner in Syndra and like a couple like
I'm
two
going
backline.
Okay, peace. I'm
Wait,
gonna
you
watch this
meditate?
That's
Oh,
what
you sit there
happens
and-
with the Kog'Maws.
Did you get sleep?
A little
Okay,
bit.
we'll check
Okay.
in with Chitu Step. Trying to
Is that
build
win
up
7
the
with,
numbers, team. He
Prismatic
was one
ticket?
away from the Wukong 3.
Yeah,
He's running from Wukong. He's running. Oh, he hit.
I mean, isn't it still
Alright.
better to just guarantee
So
this
this
is
should be a
push?
massive
Is it? I
amount
feel.
of
Oh, I
time
feel like a lot of
to
times
collect
people
as well
really
from
want to
Walter
roll on
from
7 for the
team.
4 card because
And
hitting like
the
things like
Gargoyles-
karma is like a really big
the
deal as
Gargoyles
well.
comes in. This is
That's
a
true.
rock solid
Like karma and
front line.
Rakan to
Yeah, I
hit
guess
the
he can
observers.
finish more on 8.
Yeah.
Right now because Chitu is at
not
7th
even
place
playing
in
the-
terms of the HP, but he is going to be the win-out player on Falcons.
Well, I think he's playing
I don't
Preserver
think
Wukong, so
Xiao
yeah.
has that potential. Ice
If you can hit any of them.
all it comes down to,
Oh.
though,
I
think it's
is
so
that
expensive.
damage. How
This
many
might be
stacks
the 13.
is
Oh, he moves the
Falcons
fairy
cost,
to
cost,
Camille.
2-star
Rand
Syndra right
wins
here,
BT.
2 copies away.
If there's one
The thing
like,
about
matchup that can
Kalista,
win,
though,
it's
is that she's a very
feel like Kalista-
slow character against
can't, like,
certain
no one
things.
can
Oh my
It takes a
god.
long time.
This Rakan is just not. You seen how tanky this
Unfortunately,
Rakan
I think
is?
Yeah, he's
Sejong is
Rakan
still the
too.
win-out here.
Yeah, looking
Rakan.
good. Yeah, it took a while to get through that Wukong, but even at
Wait a
the
second.
start
Not weak.
was
That's
not good enough. So Sanyup, you'll start to see
I'm
that
pretty
number
sure
creep up as long as he does not take the
the
L and get
combo
knocked
player
out of the
from
game. From Jipok on the other side, of course, looking to try and climb his own way up. Right now, the Falcons, they've got
Which
two
one's the Kog'Maw
very
player?
good positions.
Oh, no, the
Nice.
other
Yugal,
one.
the four loss. This guy. Oh, that's Xiao Gu. That's Xiao Gu. This guy, you think he's winning out?
I don't think he's winning out, but I think he's going second.
Kog'Maw
Whoa.
trying to look for it.
He's going to second.
Filtering as much as possible. I think Chitu is the most critical here. If Chitu gets that Syndra 3, he's in great spot to win out the entire game.
I mean, this guy is the best player left in the tournament. I think.
Mm.
That would be
Xiao
a
Gu. It
massive
might have been
swing
Alan
for the
ZQ, but they just
6-point
lost.
swing.
So
He's
It doesn't look like Chitu has hit so far.
If you're tuning in a little bit late here, you
Going
would
against
not know
Ice,
this is the second
still on
game
Cassidy
between these
2,
two
Ash
Navi
3.
Falcons. They're both playing for
It's a small
place in the
organization, but I'm pretty
playoffs.
sure it's
They
not
played each other
better to
before
win
in
solid
groups,
than
and it was a very one-sided affair with
Okay.
Falcons taking everything for
I
themselves.
mean, I think he just won 9 on Nude 3. Also, he did weaken himself a little bit to his
Navi taking the
teammate.
first round victory. If they can get a second,
didn't send the
they're
third item,
through to
right?
playoffs immediately. But the Falcons, they're giving us everything they have.
Oh yeah, item collector. It counts Tactician kind of as 2
On
items,
the other hand, the other Kog'Maw player going to fall down to
or what?
to the
Oh, it's
Kog'Maw.
Toronto, Tokyo.
And Chitu does find his Syndra 3.
What's up,
That's
buddy?
absolutely massive.
Wow.
We're watching Navi
That-
versus
I
Falcons.
think he was guaranteed going to go out just in 7th.
What's up?
Yeah, I mean, you see the amount of gold he's got left over. It wasn't an easy.
Oh no
fight
no,
by any
we're
means.
busy right now.
And we've
Yeah,
been
no,
talking
no,
about this.
no,
A
we're
lot of
okay.
teams have been fielding
Thank you.
double Syndra. In this game, it was actually double Kog'Maw player, so he had the opportunity to go for Syndra 3 here. Big
Did I get a haircut? No,
position.
no. I know they actually offer like a barber shop if you want to get a haircut.
So we've got two.
If you need
players
to get a
on
haircut,
HQ
you could go
right now.
get your haircut
Which is
here in the hotel.
getting the Syndra
It
3.
is cold
You
as
put him
fuck.
directly
Yesterday
up
was-
Are you
against
not
Sanya.
like freezing?
Which
I mean, I put a
one
hood
of
on.
you can survive
I
the
put a-
seventh place
okay,
at
I mean-
least?
Yesterday was,
Oh, I don't mind.
It's
it
going
was
to be very
super
hard
hot.
to say. There's a
Yeah,
lot of
that's-
factors
oh, the day
into
before.
this. For
I'll
Sanya, there's
turn
a
it on
huge
for
win
you.
Oh, no, I don't mind, I don't mind.
potential coming in. We're going into stage 5. You could get just a spatula
You
from
surprised
Jarvis.
that
And
Navi
Night
won
Fairy
one?
is very
Yeah. They did a Golden Quest. They actually played Fortune and Golden
with
Quest.
the addition
Yeah.
of,
They're sickos.
taking his from just getting his random wins. I think that could
So,
be very, very strong.
Yeah,
round.
and the Fortune guy went 7, so I was like,
Right now,
oh,
it
they're
doesn't
dead.
look like
Ice
it
pushes.
so far. And for
Wait.
Ice, he's
Why
already
doesn't he just
7
roll
points
to
right
0
now. So
then?
We're,
If he wants
we're
to roll this.
on just one step away for a lot of these players to turn the corner and be
No,
unstoppable.
this is something?
Well, let's see if Chitu can
Oh, is there-
live up
You think
the
they don't
hype.
know
Star
that,
Syndra
the pulls
is in
are
place. Signing up, of course, just below. on
No,
the
they
green
know.
streak as
Are you
well.
sure?
So, yeah,
This
they
is
do.
a
Yeah, they
pretty
do.
good
That's
goal.
disrespectful.
Don't think
What kind of
it's
question
in
is
the
Are you
that?
same
sure? That looked like
weight
an iron
class
ball.
right now.
No,
We can see the Wukong. He's almost full health by the
Like,
end of the round.
what's the reason for loving it? To
I
get
think
chrono?
Chitu
Why does he
doesn't
roll
have
first? if he's
anything to worry
having
about
some
for the
ball?
time
I
being.
missed the play because I was.
Yeah,
I was
Oh,
trying
you
to
just
just.
This is what
They
happens
still
with
have Cassidy
Kog'Maws
and
in the later
He's all the
phases.
7 and...
Whenever you're playing Kog'Maw,
Maybe he's just trying to. He just gave up on Cassidy, but I don't know how close he is. Oh,
Unfortunately,
Navi's
that's
HP is not
Cassidy's
looking
real
good.
very, very healthy here.
Oh, Oh!
Had a 3-star front line.
This guy.
But
This
that
actually
was-
is exactly what happened with Z10. Chuso had a cast in 3 on the
Oh
bench and
boy,
went 8th.
three
And
Navi
then
players in
yeah,
I was one
low
of
casting
It's
three
not
Navi players.
itemized. I'm
yeah.
starting to get a little bit
Oh,
nervous. The Navi because
he just
3
does
members on
ZZ Rod and
probably a single life.
Oh, he's right. It's
You
just
could
Tana.
still see the blowout
Okay.
return.
I mean, he's trying to play for placements, I
Actually,
How do
guess.
you get this work?
Another
Um,
void
is it
link
not
onto
his,
his board. I was like,
burn?
is that what magic trick is that?
What
That actually hits the charm for it.
major
Okay,
effect?
so
Yeah,
a lot
it's-
of
I think
Oh, a
it's-
charm? It might be a charm. Yeah.
could shape the face of
The
game.
Major Wish.
We have
Wish.
3 Navi players in the bottom 3, but the Falcons
Pretty decent
only
on
17
Jinx.
HP here.
Mm.
So very close situation. Of course, it's still.
Jupok's Syndra items are
Navi
like
because,
not very
17
good.
HP, you're not really
In
gonna
general, I
get
think
one
Navi
fight.
is in a really bad spot. Yeah.
Also, look at Keytux's spot. You already know he
I've not. I think you goals survived
Key
this round,
Tux.
still taking out a fair few units.
Keytux.
We'll keep things updated. Of course, signing up at the bottom.
Oh,
is
that's
usually
exact
important.
KO.
Oh no!
That's exact
Oh, he's
KO.
dead!
No.
Oh
so
gosh! Now
unlucky.
crazy movement. Yeah,
If he just was
it's
able to kill one more unit,
yeah, it's
he
done.
would
That's
be
worse.
okay.
How is
But on
that?
stage 5, you lose 10,
Frodan, who do you think is like the
10
strongest
HP
region?
base. So very unfortunate.
Americas.
Americas?
Yeah. Well, GK
Alright,
just got
so we are
eliminated, but like
looking,
NA,
of
I
course,
guess
if another Navi
specifically.
player goes out in the bottom 2, then it will be requiring a top
Like I
2.
think all 3 of the NA
Close
teams were like
series.
legit
Certainly
very
from
good.
what we're seeing right now,
but-
Falcons seem to
Oh.
recover themselves
I don't know.
as the effectively 4-item Kassadin, including,
This is
as you mentioned
actually
before, the
item
Radiant
one.
National
It is
Guard.
item collector as
He
well.
should be
Oh, wait,
unstoppable as
Was
long as he
Youngol
doesn't
the guy
get
that was
focused
holding
down.
Yeah, I was holding the
too
Kassadins,
early.
yeah.
This is the
Oh,
knock-on
Jesus.
effect here because Yugol was holding on to 3 Kassadins. Once he goes
And then
out, Ice
their
is able
Tristana
to
player,
hit. I
their
think he's a
Palm player
very
has,
strong win-out position. I think
Like,
all of
like,
the strongest
without,
win-out
like,
positions
do you know what
now
injury is?
belong to
Yeah,
teams
I mean,
without
it might be
big.
too healthy.
Uh-huh.
Keep an eye on the right-hand
Yeah.
side, see if Crazy is knocked out. I think it looks like they've
Oh, no.
got
That's a good
doing
guess.
enough work
It's very true.
to keep things
Oh,
live. We do see
oh,
Yeah.
Crazy also out here.
I
That
didn't
means
collect
Navi has to
very
one
good.
Wait a
and
second.
two.
This might be a
Only
1, 2, 3,
41
4
total HP
from
on their
Falcons.
boards.
That's what China does to you.
China when they
Task
win,
ahead of
it's a
them.
1, 2, 3, 4.
How was that even
As
possible?
much as it wasn't
all
on
just
our
wait for it to go
expectation to
down?
see Navi win.
Well, like it's mostly like the person who's like on the win outs loses. So like what happened with the branching out versus GK, the Brazilian team, was that the flexible player like just went in. He just couldn't. He just like didn't stabilize,
Still have a
and
pretty
then
good
their
shot
Kog'Maw
here.
player
We're
died,
talking
and
about
then
Sanyap's win
He
like
messed up?
it just casually. Yeah, I mean I can't. It's hard to tell with this, but it looks like he just didn't build that strong of a board.
I think the most important thing they
I
should
think
focus
those
on
are
like,
the big
on
win-out
POV
conditions.
is like the win-out player and his 4-1 or 4-2 goal.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, because that pretty much decides the game.
You need to track that for sure. And then the other team's win out player does successfully win out. That's how the
I
five
think he
success
played the HP
Yeah.
preservation game perfectly here. You know, it was a Tactician.
I mean, Navi definitely tightened
fit
up
everything
their
on level
stuff.
7. Make sure
They
he
did. They
stays
did.
ahead
I mean, every team
of,
improves as the tournament goes
Yugol,
on because they just like
and at
watch
the
and
very
like
least,
steal all the
it looks
tech.
like he's gonna get
That's
at least a
crazy. I don't even
3-point
watch this.
advantage over his
That's not
opponent's
true.
opponent.
I walked in the room and you guys are watching the bot.
We're watching our own
top
plays.
2
We're just glazing this
required
for free.
here for
Oh.
Navi to pull off a miracle. Here we
Wait,
go.
what? I was
Of
glazing you
course,
guys?
Yeah.
You know,
What was I
at
saying?
this point, I think we'll be
Oh,
very
I
happy
mean,
with everything he's
we're
been able
doing
to
well.
accomplish in
That's
this
true,
game,
they
down
did
to a
well.
single HP.
Oh, right.
So
I
the
mean, you guys
Hunter
did
from
though.
Jugger's side of things, they're slowly chewing through. We can see that our friend Nunu is.
Like, I don't know,
lost
'cause
an
it's hard to
awful
see,
lot,
like,
but
the
Navi
individual
makes such a
mistakes, right,
mess
on
with
the
top backliners,
stream watching.
and here we go. We'll hang on for even longer.
The trash man stays
Two
alive.
caramel
Holy
Like,
Trinity fit.
Here we go. Such a hero this
Strong
game.
fit. No, I mean that's what Kog'Maw is,
Not all
man.
heroes wear capes.
I mean, he
Yeah.
did his
You
job.
don't
He
have
delayed
to win out
the
every
he
time.
delayed the Cassin
Somewhere
player. The
below
Cassin
the
player was like,
Streaks. Yeah, look, he's hanging on one.
it's not even too hard. I think.
Got
I mean,
one
I don't think I
Is
would
it?
send adaptive, and I think
No,
the
for
adaptive
sure. I
sends
mean,
a
here we
ton.
go. I think
It's actually possible for
gonna be
Navi to 1-2
has done
this.
so
If Sejong
much
keeps it up and
as well.
Jippo gets a desperate play, it actually is entirely possible.
So I'm playing nine on this
Maybe
one.
not so
This,
much now, but
Jippo versus
Jippo becomes the focus
This
of
is
concern
G2.
for Navi,
Oh.
down to a
This is
single
what's
life with no
I mean,
Preserver
money in the
Wukong.
bank. If he goes
Yeah, I
down,
don't know.
this is done.
Item collector.
Absolutely.
I don't know.
G2
Who's
already a
next?
very strong board. Sanyap, I think it's
This is
going
the
to
two player?
rotate into him. I believe this is Sanyap's board. Yep. Going
Actually,
into, we haven't seen a lot of upgrades.
He is
So
I'm the
that
carry,
really
combat
picked
caster, and
up,
support
these are
golem.
not
but
good
honestly, this
items.
double Ginsu Rando
Red
is
buff
like
is
6
not bad.
So it's like,
But
No one
Mini
can
Edge
see
could have been a little bit
Yeah.
better. Let's
IT
see
and he's
if
more
the
well.
Callista
Nine
on the
extra.
same side as the Syndra is going to be able to go
I
into the
mean,
back
this
line
is
and take her out.
this is like one of the
Dex
techs
goes down.
that CN kept
Well,
playing
Jippo
against
on the
us
right-hand
that I
side, though,
kept
he's
trying to get the
getting
play
overrun.
that I could do,
And that by
and they're
itself
like,
ends the
Oh, was it?
game there, and
Six
then
fairy.
no top two.
because the stats on it look really bad, but if you actually are able to
As
teleport into the
Falcons,
spots
Yeah,
and get the tooth or everything like that, it's actually quite good.
What just gave him like 20 million gold? Did you see that?
Oh, it's over. Navi died.
What a fun game to win this right here. The
I don't
Tactician
know.
Crown's really
Didn't see it.
opening up a lot of
GG's.
those lines the level 6 reroll lines.
Dude, Falcons advances. I mean, that's good. They're
Yeah,
like,
it's 1-1.
7. So
Oh,
we
it's
see
1-1.
Miraen
Oh,
coming
you're
out
right, you're
early.
right.
Yeah, there's a good
Xiaoge and Yugo both going for the Kog'Maw reroll line with full traits on.
I think the thing is though, like, if you don't have a good setup for the fairy thing, you just like take
G2
uncontested
going
eighth
super
or something.
low, but
It's like super weak. But if you hit it, if you hit like the close
That's
to
in
Recon
round
2,
three.
I
think
don't know the
this
conditions
is
though,
much
because we don't actually
closer than we
there's a lot
actually
of that.
have seen.
Yeah, I mean, even though it's sort of...
All I know is when Morcana 2 had a fairy emblem,
favor
she legit
of the
1v9 the
Falcons,
team.
I do agree that it was very hard for... I am really astonished we're in a world where the Syndra 3 could come online, but this is kind of one of the things I was worried about. That, you know, we move past the point where everyone assumes that Syndra is going to play widely, and in that one situation where she's not, suddenly she's back.
Yes,
to the
yes.
center again.
I just want to ask production, can we give the
It's plus 3 things that buff HP.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Here we go.
I'm with you.
My God.
You making the biggest impact on the game is
Just
not
losing
about where you finish.
I mean,
it's
that
about
wraps,
how
I
well
mean-
your team does.
It wraps to what though? This thing's like so tightly packed in the back.
If you deny a player
What even is that gold? How does he get so much
you
gold?
can make a couple of
Oh, is it
players
Milio?
lower
It might be
than
Milio.
you are,
That's like the
all
second
you
time
need.
I've
Not
seen-
everybody
Isn't it
is
1%?
out
I don't know.
in
I
the
saw it twice
full
already. in
format.
3 rounds.
And it's just so fun
She's
to
up
see
30
the
gold.
diversification of roles.
Wait,
You have
yeah.
that
And then there's
designated
the-
lose streak grief
Where did
player
this-
coming out
Oh,
from
it's right.
Falcons.
Million
It's
too.
just
It's
amazing.
actually
It's so
not.
consistent too. It's been every single
I
game.
always get a surprise win.
It just, yeah, it just doesn't seem like it would make sense on paper, does it? Because again, that would be one of the core principles.
Yeah, you think that someone else would have a spot, you know?
Moral
they've actually played
victory.
a lot of games
He's
already.
playing for
It's been
MVP.
7 games, and it's just like one player
I mean, I don't know
doing
how
all
many
the,
630
the
games
trash
are.
man work.
I suppose if we kind of flip it around and look at it from the other side, though,
It was played
you
against us like
always
4
choose
times.
to lose.
It's
Whatever
Frodan
your
in
start is,
scrims.
even if it is a great start for Here We Go,
And
maybe just being so good at this particular
yeah.
role is worth any
so
potentially
controversial.
strong start he might otherwise
he has a
be playing.
dragon.
For sure, for sure.
Oh,
And
and he's
you know, I
cute.
do have to commend Senyap as well. Both of his
Like,
early
Syndra can't
top
beat
three strategies
this
actually
positioning
were
in
broken,
Dragon.
but he still managed to top 4 in the end. So it's really
This Wukong preserver. And Wukong is still not dead. He just got 9-0'd.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you
Well,
just
Well,
pull
you
open,
guys
you take
died
the
to the door.
damage,
Yep.
you go massive econ, then you can come back and outcap.
I mean,
I think the way
Will
G2 played it, though,
retire
I don't even like
place
it.
there after her
I think
heroic
he-
you don't like it
he
rolling
went-
7? I think rolling
he went
7's a
seven.
time.
All the knowledge
Was it
they
an
were just
econ
able
opener?
to
Because
push
he was
that little bit further through.
He hit Druid 3 on
I think
four.
Sanya, absolutely, you know, came
It had
back,
to have been econ.
again got
Galaxy.
three.
A
I do think
Tactician's
there's a
crown.
world in which, you know, we
It's
saw
actually a
Sanya
negative
not
econ.
Was it
Yeah.
econ? Was it econ
necessarily
opener though?
afford
No.
to take these early
How does
losses.
he have
to
Druid
get
3 on
knocked out.
4-1 with like 7
I mean,
cities on
you know,
bench?
as Falcon do the victory lap,
It had to have.
two
Maybe
remaining
he just
members,
insanely
of
high roll
course,
with golden tickets.
taking the place of honor with
Oh,
a
yeah, it's
round win streak. What do
Sorry,
you think
prismatic
this
ticket.
third game's gonna
But yeah,
look
like I think
I actually think the strategy from
I think rolling a 7 is like
Set,
totally fine though
you
because
have
your odds
the,
for Syndra is really good. You want to go for
a player
Wukong 3
that's
plus 4
dead set
cost.
on
Like what's wrong with
just
Oh
that?
yeah, no, it's because
As
he's
a
like
player,
bleeding
we've seen this
infinite when he
twice
could have just like
already
tempo
from
rolled 1 on
Sanya.
6.
Mhm.
And
I
I
think
think
he's
it's
gonna make
a
it to this
good
board
strategy
anyway.
against a
And
team like
he has more
Falcons
HP to
that's
stall
heavy
for
on the
Syndra.
tempo and whatnot. And we
And
have
I mean, he
to
got away with
understand
it,
how
but I think
close
it
this
was
game
like
actually was.
Okay.
He would have won out
Only
Saber.
surviving on 1
I
extra
see.
HP for 2 additional fights gets
Yeah, it's like-
plus
it's like
2
more first
points
rate.
here.
But he was like probably first.
Yeah, makes sense.
All right. Well, as we look at our players, we see the
This
fifth
is
one
Twisted.
coming
Oh.
through.
I'm just looking at the HP counts of Twisted Minds versus MSJ.
Wait, it's actually crazy.
Looking
It's-
You see that, like, the
game,
yeah.
number two.
differential for
And
China?
at least
They
it
would-
means
Yeah.
we have a third game
Like,
in this
what-
series
yeah.
to look forward to.
And I
Isn't like the round
It's not
differential like
possible
really small for
to
NA?
play man on
It's
man.
like because we win by like the slim margins,
There's no
and
way
they
that
win
Hugo
like
is gonna
100-0.
be able to deny Sanyap once again, right?
That's
I
not
mean,
good.
you say that.
What happened
you
this
say
game?
That,
No
you
way.
just,
There's no way. That would be unjustified.
I don't think that's going to
Replication
stop it.
support golem to
Why
Exiles.
change the thing that has been working so well?
True.
I mean, of course, you know, in each one of these team strategies, we've got the
I think China's about to get
together. And
4
even,
teams
you know,
into
so
the
in the first
quarters.
game, even when for Navi not all of them were firing in all cylinders,
China's
it
the best
can still
region.
work out as long as you know what you're going in for.
I mean, if you're looking at the overall stats they are, and also if you look at, like, I personally think China has like a lot of good tech.
I was a bit
But
worried.
I also
on the
think
non-rated
that
item, but
they
it
make
works
some
out.
like weird
G2
mistakes.
with a huge find here. Could have gone 8 very
I just
easily,
think that, like-
but gets the final 2 Syndras and the Yukon.
All right, gentle friend, the Esports World Cup presenting to
Yeah,
the
they
fight
lost, so there's
tactics.
another game.
We are just coming
Twisted
into
Minds is
our
one,
final
two, three,
game
four.
between Navi and the Falcons. Don't go anywhere.
Open a
We'll be
face.
back in just a few
MSG
minutes'
final.
time.
Because you want 1 easy finals.
Yo, we're going
They
for,
just
we're
they
going
just
for
luck their way into the finals.
We're hoping for Z.
I'm not even
Does that even so why are you like I hate playing against Brazilian diamond players, but you're
I mean,
like
these are Korean challenge at least. It's a Brazilian diamond.
but you want like a free path to the
How
finals.
are they path? They're Korean challengers, man.
Oh,
You-
our path is actually not hard.
You guys
You
okay.
guys are the easiest, man. You guys, all these people was a team that never scrimmed before.
Yeah, all right. Sure.
I mean, if you beat them, wouldn't you have just guaranteed?
Yeah, because then, yeah.
Or like us?
Well, I've got big
The team that won our group is the team that you guys copied the strats off. You guys were so lost, and all you did was copy another Korean team. You're flaming Korea, and then you're like, you copied their strats.
Wait,
You guys copied T1.
Oh, yeah.
They have
Well, they actually have, like,
1,060 points.
Here's
They
the
are
hand.
already in 5th place.
Player with
in the standings.
hands.
Now,
Well,
for
this-
Fnatic,
this BA
this
is
is turning out to be a
Might be.
week.
Shiv GS
Fnatic
Runins.
to forget. That's a great line.
Wait,
Coming
is it
in
Is
this
on
C2?
they had
Oh, it is.
teams
Oh.
Dude,
in
he's
all
dead.
3 games,
Honestly, it
and
probably
they've
is.
already
Yeah, actually,
been
it's-
eliminated
it's probably
in teamfight tactics.
Oh, look, Sweet
and
Two
This
looks
season
so
looks
bad.
like it fucking sucks.
He's dead.
Or Sweet Two sucks, Fate.
Donuts.
This shit does not look like it does anything.
Standings. Team Falcons
Although I
and
will say
Navi
in
are
these
still
contested-
fighting
On lost
for
as
the
well.
race.
Oh my god, it's actually happening. It's another 1, 2, 3, 4.
Just
But can you
outside
take
of
Sweet
my
Two and
top
just
10,
play it like
we have Team Vitality and Toronto Ultra, who have
Oh,
already
that-
secured their
that
tickets to
still
the
sounds like it
quarterfinals.
happens.
Okay, if you get 1, 2, 3, 4, does that mean your team
points
played?
and maybe
Like, there's no fucking way
deep
one
run
person can't
joins the
scrape by like
illustrious
this.
graphic that I talk so much
Sure.
about.
Yeah.
If you're interested
Wait, I see
in
it.
any more
Yeah, of
updates
course.
about the
I mean, please do.
Someone had to have messed up
or
somewhere,
any of the
right?
games happening this weekend,
I mean, look at
or
Fnatic.
any
You get
weekend,
5, 6, 7, 8
why
all the
don't you
time.
tune
What
to
What are you talking about? That was so close.
Oh, no, but it's scrim.
You are going so dead last today to humble yourself, and then you guys lose only. Yeah, and you're gonna get the most unjust prismatic openers, and then you'll know exactly what it feels like. And then you're gonna be like, okay, it's time to fly home and buy the $3,000 ticket to save 24 hours of your life.
On the B stream,
Yes.
branching out versus GK Esports.
Do you want to wager? Do you have us or do you have
Already
Weibo?
had a bit of a mental edge.
Weibo?
Was it Weibo's kinda good?
Weibo.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
They're pretty good.
Yeah.
You're about to get wholly in.
I mean,
You think you're the only in of NA? Wait till you meet the original copy. It's like yeah.
Wait, so basically, like, I feel like to win this tournament, we have to run like the full Chinese
Pushing
round.
two branching out
Most
players
likely.
to 7th
Yeah.
and
We're
8th.
China to China.
If we were, yeah.
And both teams
It'd
are
be-
using
Is it NA versus
Weibo into
China?
Wolves.
Hey, look, it's not a
Weibo
5, 6,
will
7,
win-
8.
No,
No,
Weibo's
it's Weibo and the
Falcons.
Falcons or Wolves into T1 or something.
Which
Unless
are
Toronto
both
Ultra
very
also makes the
strong
full.
It just was
in the
mine.
meta. Branching out just simply excels at securing first
my
place,
goodness,
which is of course crucial in this.
Do you, like, what do you think the odds are?
You guys have such an you guys have the easier bracket for sure.
Wait, really?
And
Yeah.
they will be
Out of 8
Wait, you guys are avoiding Falcons.
I don't think Falcons are.
Wait, we are winning Falcons. Falcons is in the upper round.
Oh yeah, they're on our
Yeah,
side.
if
they're
you're
on our side.
oh
Yeah, they're on our
okay.
side.
Well, I also
Oh,
don't
you guys
think
are
they're
fucked.
I didn't just count you guys.
In order to win the tournament, we have to basically beat all like the teams that people say are good.
You know what I'm starting to think? You need more D-gens in 4v4. I think your team doesn't have enough D-gens.
Wait, cute.
Welcome back to one and all.
Our team doesn't even have
Yeah, who's the DJ on your team? No,
We
no
have
DJ.
one more game to go
Oh,
in this, our second of our 4 series presenting here today.
Like, who's an example? Like Solus?
Yeah, you need a actually no, Solus
One
2
of the
D-gen though.
top
Two
He
DJ.
kicks his team off like his
Bringing us
D-gen.
to a game number
you-
3.
you can't just-
of
You
the
kick people off
shocking
all as
game
well.
of defeat.
And I would not
It's all,
have
like, too any
much.
much.
Other way. I enjoy
Almost too
Falcons
DJ.
play so much. I enjoy the strategy coming out from.
All right,
Yeah.
Vitality's gotta go.
It's a treat.
All right.
Absolutely.
Good luck.
I will
Not too much
also
luck, though.
I know Frodan's gonna be
the
hate
second game they
I'm
win.
not hate what I actually.
Honestly, no, he probably. No, 'cause-
I literally.
No, if I were in your shoes, right? Like, I would want Weibo to win to be like, oh yeah, see, they were good. But they're getting 2-0.
Series these two took part in.
I want you to win something one day.
Navi were knocked out in the bottom 4 repeatedly. For Navi, they've got to recover themselves. You don't want to be the team that
All
says,
right. What's up, guys?
okay, we lost. We lost against one of the best teams in the tournament. You want to shock everybody and remove them before playoffs.
Average Fnatic and Vitality interaction.
This game honestly could have been a win. Yugo was knocked out by the
All right,
exact
this game's
amount
over.
of
We can head back
team
over to the other
right
one.
here. Maybe they could have done a little bit better at avoiding team damage, but the strategy is sound. Have your win out player.
I'm not a hate watcher. I'm actually a love watcher.
Play like very, very.
Although, okay, I mean, I'm kind of down to hate watch Vitality a little bit.
We were gonna
The
get
thing
in
is,
this game. I thought
it's
we
like
were
win-win
gonna see some
because
more
if I hate
of,
if
just keep
if
throwing
Weibo
Falcons
wins, I was gonna call it
Falcons
Weibo just like
can't
they
kick
call
you
it.
out.
But if
But,
Weibo
what Navi
wins,
are doing is
then it's like, yeah, because they came from our group and our group was super hard. But if Vitality wins, it's because, yeah, because NA's the best. So it's, I play both sides and I come out on top.
Even when they want
Frodan special.
facing down, the negative momentum from coming off of a loss into such an important
Vote in the poll.
will be tested the
Vitality hate watcher or love watcher? I'm down to vote hate watcher. Fuck Vitality.
Shelga is laughing at because he seems to be having the time of his life. That's always good to see from teams in these high pressure situations here. They're not afraid of the opposition.
Is Vitality EU? Yeah.
Get to them. On the other side, let's
Oh no, Sarah's in chat. No, I mean, in the most respectful way.
Very calm.
There's definitely a lot more joviality on the Falcon side. I really get the energy from them that they think Game 3 is going to go exactly the same way that Game 2 went.
Ooh, it'd be really interesting. I wonder if, Navi, in these situations, do you go for the high variant style of gameplay? They try to do it.
Navi's going for high variant style gameplay. I mean, Vitality's is on stage here after this game, so Game 3. They don't think Falcons is that good.
Anvil Buffet.
They're like CN is so good, and yet Falcons are not that good. Their reads are so different than ours. It's really interesting.
So 3-cost champion. We've got a little bit of variance bringing here. Maybe we find something.
I just want Vitality to lose for Setzi to start streaming ASAP.
So once more, one more time, this will be the last time we will see one of these teams in the entire competition.
Everyone's laughing. Looks like they're in good spirits.
Smiling as they load into the game. Pressure not getting them. The situation.
Falcons just dropped a game to Navi. I mean, that happens. TFT. Anything can happen. These guys' egos are so big because they haven't lost a single game. And it's like, yeah, 44 is the best format because it's so skill testing. Da, da, da. Yeah, so easy to say when you 4-0 and like... And nothing goes wrong. Every part of your gameplay executes perfectly.
Oh, this is interesting.
I just want to know how they feel if they like Golden Quest into Milio like one time.
You have to know about these situations.
Just one time.
You're gonna miss some interest. For 1-4, the only character that can actually do it is going to be Warwick with belt or chain. So that's kind of the secret tech here. Lilia and I believe Jax can both deal with
Let's see, thank you for 2 months. Honestly, set launch was sad because all the top players are sweating EWC instead of streaming. That is true. That's one thing I don't like about the timing of the event. It does feel like there was less celebration and hype around the launch of the event. Low key though, I'm pretty sure everyone's pretty happy. They missed out on Box Bootcamp because I think grinding solo queue right now at the highest levels is pretty miserable. I played a game today though. I haven't had much time to actually grind ladder, but I have played one game this morning, and I was playing an Emerald.
All right, signing up. See what you can do with your carry.
And there's only 2 Syndra players in Emerald. I was like, holy shit, I might not try to rank up at all. Like, maybe I just stay in Emerald. These guys don't even play Syndra. Only 2 Syndra players? That's entirely tolerable.
Have to be gold or prismatic above. So I think
I'm down.
Seeing some things that are just
Emerald's the promised land, you guys.
Again, a lose streak strategy.
They definitely, no, they play Syndra, but there was only 2 Syndra players.
I do like this though. I mean, signing up has got
I had a nice, easy, chill multi-striker game. It was completely reasonable.
All of these units, but should be able to bring a decent amount of gold into the bank and maybe buy time. Okay, yeah, there we go. We got the level to give Syndra more stacking time.
I think you have to hold on to the 3
item collector. Oh no, this is item ladder. Okay, so we have silver ticket, over encumbered, item ladder, Band of Thieves, Tiny Titans, Spoils of War, over encumbered. 3 over encumbereds. 2 of them on Navi. So they have their dedicated 2 loot streakers. One might full open, one might play like half open, and then the other guys will play tempo. And then China has Xiaoge playing loot streak. Xiaoge is like the best loot streak player on Falcons for sure.
This level of play, you have a player on the team that's never looking to win out, specifically just trying to ruin someone.
Not the worst patch though, not even top 5. Remember Raito Summer Break Tarek patch and the Draven Legend. I mean, you only named 3 metas that might be worse. So that's still, but I like your positivity.
Caliber performance. What a player, what can I say?
That is true.
We love to see what
That's our motto in TFT. It could be worse. It could be literally the worst meta ever.
Here we go. Gets up to 20
True.
gold. Aggressively selling.
I like the positivity.
You want to make that into gold as soon as possible. We can see across the rest of the field, nobody else even close to this level of economy.
And what this does is it makes sure that no one can go into full loss streak and get a big econ win. We've
Okay.
seen this happen in
This is
previous
Tiny
games, someone
Titans.
that loses
Tiny
a
Titans.
lot
So
and then just
we have
gets
2 loot
big,
streakers. Here we go.
down, hits everything,
And
even just levels very effectively. So I actually like this play from Falcons.
Xiaoga. So what's really interesting dynamic in this lobby is that there are 4 people who are trying to loot streak. 2 over-encumbered players, or 3 over-encumbered players plus a Tiny Titans loot streak. And that's going to create a situation where the pressure is lower, and there's more HP than usual. So the dynamics of this lobby is going to shift a little bit and allow people to cap a little bit higher.
Guys, I want to see more and more of what we've got.
This is actually better for the 4 cost players if they want to, because they'll have more breathing room instead of the Syndra players breathing down their neck.
Along with,
At least I think so. That's the theory.
Who's got the early couple of wins?
Yeah,
Also, that makes it so that the loot streak players theoretically aren't going to pressure nearly as much in the early game, and they might have more HP than usual as well. So it's just one of the slower lobbies. This might be one of the slower 44s.
Anyway, then he can just put it onto the Syndra. So really smart holding on to the additional items. Let's see who he rotates into. This should be Chi2. And he already knows
Just remove the perma scaling on Syndra. Well, that's no fun. I'm pretty sure the scaling on Syndra is what makes it fun. Maybe just make it harder to get every 40 casts. Maybe that's too much. 35 casts. Nerf the damage. People love scaling. My wife's favorite League of Legends champions are like Veigar and Nasus, because she loves like the +1 scaling.
With the Quincy's onto the Syndra. Wow, that's I have to say,
Look at all like
much better fight
look at like every like really popular mechanic in TFT. A lot of it has to do with like scaling. Scaling's really fun.
Some of the best players in the world at TFT. As we look forward to what we've got, so Ice and Ugol.
The concept of Syndra is really cool. She's overtuned. Agreed.
Again, as we've said so many times before, looking to pass the baton to someone else long term. I do notice though, we've got Shito down at the bottom side. Our only big lost streak player from now.
Taking a look across.
I just bought a $5 charm and it turned my Tom Kench 3 into Briar 3 on level 7. Says addicted, ashamed.
And I want to talk about like tactical.
A very apt username for a TFT player.
It just takes away the possibility for players to outcast.
So Chi2's also losing. What the heck? This lobby is so slow. Like everyone's just like here he goes losing. Chi2's losing. You actually could be 5 streak over encumbered, which is so unusual. That's how soft this lobby is right now.
Not wanting to depart too far from the wheelhouse. So let's see. Here we go. These actually does
These guys are playing
now. Up against Chi2.
I think if I were them, I would give the streak to Chi2, but because he has silver ticket, and so the econ actually is more valuable to him. But he has Nuno too, so it's like kind of hard to grief that.
I believe here we go was going.
You'd have to like reposition differently.
To get some extra econ, but finds combat instead.
When you Sejong and Setsuko play after this game.
Position, not the best find for him, but definitely still acceptable.
Yeah, I mean, it's still ultimately going to be a ton of gold in the bank. Though G2 has managed to catch up in Jipok as well. I think the difference is a little bit less noticeable than before. So G2 going to build up a little bit more power in the bank. We're close to the end here. Ice is our only win-streaking player with a full...
Don't get me wrong, the patch is veg, but I played since Tet 2 and seen much worse. Yeah, that's true. But the thing is, we suffered in the past so that we could try to avoid stuff like this in the future. And so like, you're not wrong, but also we should theoretically have been learning from a lot of different things in the past, so that way we could prevent situations in the future. It's like saying like the atrocities of today are not that bad because it was really, really horrible in humanity's past. I mean, that's a terrible analogy because those are like we're talking about TFT here, not real life stuff, but what I'm trying to say is we use history to learn. And it feels like there was definitely some avoidable things that like not okay. Syndra, I actually think Syndra is forgivable to a certain degree because they did nerf her 4 times in a row, so that's like, unfortunate. But I feel like augment balance was a huge miss.
So we're gonna see.
I don't know what they justified, like support golem. It was averaging like a 3.6 in PvE. And it's like there's not that much complications to that. I feel like they could have easily like just identified that was going to be a problem as well. But I guess that doesn't take away from the fact that Syndra's broken. So maybe people would be like, well, augment bounce is better, but Syndra's busted. So yeah.
Yeah, gonna go for more of a win streak strategy. Had a great portal start from Sanyap. Crazy moving now, going for a more.
But augment disparity is like a huge. Pause.
A bit of an issue on stage.
It's like his client crash. By the way, we've had a lot of client crashes on Kiyun's accounts. I'm not sure exactly what happened, but Kiyun for every PC he was on just keeps crashing for some reason.
Okay, in that case, no worries about that one. We'll keep on moving. So crazy moving. We really like the shapeshifter line, and we've got the Syndra at the back.
I think the thing to remember though, above everything, is that one, like Riot is trying to do TFT on a larger, more ambitious scale than ever before. It is way harder to balance set 12 than it is to balance like set whatever your old favorite set is by like a huge margin. And two, the teams have changed. Like there's new people working on balance. They have new teams working on all different kinds of stuff. And Riot themselves are trying to scale. Like they have different people working on different things now. Like in the past, it was like Mortdog and a smaller group of folks working on balance and design and everything. But like nowadays, as Mortdog has said on a stream, he sometimes doesn't even like know what's happening until he gets told about it for the first time. And like here's what we're doing, and he's just like, oh, interesting, because the TFT scale is so big, and that also applies to things like live balance and things like that too. So. Like, Riot is currently trying to scale things for the future. This is the first year that they're trying to do 3 sets a year, because we only started in set 10. And so, there's going to be growing pains. Oh, Golden Quest! He's at 95 HP. He's on 6 loss. Oh, he should do it, he should do it, he should do it. It's a 100... Oh! Oh, come on! Wait, he's at 71 gold?
Second one for the team.
This quest is too great for him.
Wait, what? Really? I actually think this is such a good spot for it. He's at 95 HP. I mean, Item Collector's really good too. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong, it's really good. I'm pretty sure Golden Quest is really, really good here.
Even Here We Go was laughing. He had the perfect spot, but he's sticking to the role on the team right here. He's just gonna carry out the trash.
If it's big right now, how is it hard to balance Syndra? I mean, I can answer that question, but I'm starting to feel like you guys you're being very disingenuous about it, because we just explained it. I'm gonna explain it one more time, and if you ask how hard is it to balance Syndra, you're getting timed out. They nerfed her 4 patches in a row, and we were not building it optimally, and the stats on her, they nerfed her 4 times in a row, and like, of course they tried. It is like, but they don't want to make it unplayable, because then you guys would be the opposite. How is Riot so bad at balancing Syndra? She's completely unplayable. They nerfed her unnecessarily.
But it feels like the potential is. We'll have to keep an eye out for if anyone else is taking away those Monkey Men to make the denial, but checking back in again, we have got the Eldritch Emblem. Ice, we know.
Listen, man, I actually think this is one of the worst patches of all time. I'm not here glazing Riot to try to say like, okay, like, oh, poor Riot, like, they did a good job. And wait, what's the copy pasta? Hold on a second here. Stop and reflect. I'm not out here saying, can we stop and reflect how absurdly balanced that 12 is on launch? Sorry, man, I can't get past that first sentence without giggling. Big props to the Get and Live Balance team. Anyways, I'm not quite there yet, but also it's like they definitely tried. It's a miss.
Seeing the Anvi players struggling a little bit. They've been towards the center of the pack. We've seen teams before.
If anything, here's actually based off what we know, they couldn't B-patch Syndra because if they already A-patched her, and so if they sent out a B-patch, they wouldn't nerf Syndra, which would look really dumb. It actually is like one of those things where sliding in last minute changes to the A-patch has risks to it,
But still,
because if they don't get it right, then they can't do it again. And that's another element of it. Remember, how, you know how people always like, oh, hey, Morton team, just slide in this one change right before the A patch? Now we're kind of witnessing some of the bad sides of that.
Later on. Ice, though, does have the Eldritch emblem, which is very critical as it allows you to play 7.
Okay, we have Nunu 3 already for Chi2 and 3-4. That's really early. That's really good. He has an 89 HP, just preserving infinite. Jippoke has 6 Wukongs, by the way. 6 Wukongs and 1 Syndra. Trying to go for Wukong 3, and he has 6 of them already.
Absolutely, here we go. We could be in a very different game, Clement, if only Here We Go had...
Why can't they B-patch something if they previously A-patched it? It's just the tech that they have. Because because League of Legends was invented 2 decades ago.
We've got very
like it was like the timeline goes something like this. Obama got elected and then League of Legends came out. just to let you know the timeline of what happened.
So he's trying to preserve as much HP on the rest of the members as possible, keeping to his more sacrificial role here. Sejong, on the other hand, already on 5 Kassadins here. So a lot of people should be holding those Kassadins. We saw Chi2 was at least holding an upgraded one.
Close fight.
All right. I mean, as much as we're getting to see the enhanced version of Here
I know you've been coaching, but you've seen the USA basketball teams. I saw the highlights of the game versus Serbia. That was so hype. Watching LeBron, KD, and Steph Curry all kind of use their signature moves. I watched some of those moments. It was really, really good. 4 Kassadins.
Absolutely incredible Nunu to buy so much time.
So we're gonna see
his spot for Kog'Maw is really good. This is gonna be like a really good 6. Like he's not top 4, but he's preserving so much HP. He might even win fights on stage 4, which is really huge. With Kog'Maw, basically you stop winning in stage 4 usually, and he's griefing very effectively. He even swapped to give his teammate an extra kill in a unit.
So puts the Nunu on the back line.
Like, because of this, his teammate gets extra kills, like maybe 1 or 2 extra kills. He can kill the Rumble as well. Like, Sochi doesn't see this, and he's like, yeah, Falcon's not that good. It's like, what? I think they're, like, executing pretty well. Like, sure, maybe you don't agree with some of their, like, macro choices of stuff, but that's just, like, you could be wrong.
To potentially grief with your extra gold as well.
And taking a look
it's just frustrating to play this patch. Oh yeah, you know how I told you I played only 30 games this patch? I like don't want to play this patch. These kinds of patches are like my least favorite patches in TFT. Like cheap units that like just dominate everything. You guys know.
I would say his spot is
I'm a big patch hater right now. I'm glad I'm not playing in the boot camp or like trying to grind for solo queue. I'd go insane.
I think the lines we might be seeing are Portal.
I would go insane
with the Rise and also with the Callista flex, but unfortunately Callista has already been picked up by Here We Go as well.
No arguments here.
Yes, I'm not keen on this either.
Oh, that's a huge reroll with 4 costs.
Oh wow. Okay.
Oh, he got Callista and he got Rakan in that one. And you agree for Karma?
And the time catch on the front line. All right, maybe this is enough to claim some.
Can we just go back to PB viewer games and ban Syndra? I mean, we could actually. You know, when I get back, if I stream any games, we might just do that. Just play PB games and just say no Syndra.
This is why charms are so exciting. Any one of these charms could instantly change.
That's why charms are so exciting.
50 HP, we'll see. So up against the spin to win board. I don't know if this is good enough to come.
Worst for me is contested means nothing. Oh yeah, fair enough. I mean, there's a lot of elements about the meta that some people don't like. They don't like when like it's overly simplistic. You know, people use the word brain dead to describe things. They don't like it when it's like too much of the same thing. They don't like domination from like lopsided balance.
It does mean Jitpok is looking very strong.
4-2 augments coming up. He really wants to hit a heroic grab bag here for Jitpok. That would take him closer to just 1 Wukong off. If you're going for spin to win, you have to keep full momentum.
Spellblades.
It's not a tank really that much in the late game. So we'll see if the big grab back
Stand
comes
United.
out onto the side of Jitpok.
Actually, who am I watching? The Fairy Warrior player?
I want to see if he's holding.
Okay, so he's playing Stand United Callista.
Like he is.
So he has to roll.
Because he didn't find any.
Don't worry, he'll keep on digging. He's very tenacious in that respect, but we'll see if Here We Go has got any more punch behind him.
He doesn't have a 2-star front line.
Hanging out on the bench. keeping our eye out to see.
So he's not going to be stable for a while. But his augments are actually really good.
For Falcons to make sure their opponents stay just that touch weaker.
Well, I guess he has like Titans, but he's at 49 HP, so all that like lead has disappeared. This is the guy that should have taken Golden Quest, by the way. His items are awkward. His items are awkward. He doesn't want the same IE because he wants to make like a Last Whisper.
But I'm surprised that Cheeto is
so he goes BT on Fiora.
Must have hit earlier, had some very good fight rotations.
We'll see.
Double Callista in this lobby. If Cheeto wins this fight, that is massive for Falcons. It's close. It's very close.
Alright, Sejong getting the chance to be the hero from much earlier on in the game. Navi managing to build up a couple of players towards the
I'm fine with the amount of playable hero augments, but if you don't hit an emblem of hero augment, it feels like your options are extremely limited.
We're starting to see Navi finding their feet.
Are we playing the same patch? You think that if you don't hit an emblem or a hero augment, it feels like your options are limited? That's not how I would describe the patch right now.
Sacking for the team, that means the other two have to have very good placements to counterbalance that.
I'm really intrigued how this one goes. Again, remember,
you might be talking about like a different set or something like that, because that's not applicable right now. No one is going out of their way to take Spatula on Carousel. If you take Spatula on Carousel, you're playing only one thing, which is Witchcraft at the moment. No one's trying to like unless the other exceptions are if you're trying to play like Vertical Eldritch or Portal or something like that, and it makes sense for your comp. But yeah, it's not really from my experience what I'm seeing.
No real items here, so he's actually in a power trough, even though he's the highest on the HP leaderboards. I don't think
his pro still playing set 11. I mean. Hey, you never know, man. Sometimes in chat, people are having different conversations with each other, and I'm just like kind of jumping in. And I'm like, huh? What are you talking about?
Of Navi at this point, is there going to be a potential? Oh, that Camille is absolutely huge.
Yugo gets Camille with a tier.
So talk to me about what we might see the rest of Stage 4, Stage 5 look like. You know, say you're starting to lean more towards Navi.
Yep.
You know,
I do look Sugar with a spat. Sugarcraft is really strong, but it's not viable in 4v4 because the games end too fast. If you evaluate 4v4 like everything's like a cane encounter, then you just don't get time for the Sugarcraft to hit max stacks. But in solo queue, like in solos, it makes a lot of sense to try and play for Sugarcraft win out.
Even though they might have the HP
Ooh. They got some dank tech on this board. I know that might not be impressive to you guys, but I think it actually takes a pretty good player to recognize when you have to do things like Quicksilver on Syndra.
But it doesn't matter.
Wukong 3 with Titans Hodge BT. Oh, he's playing Spin to Win Wukong. Oh, that's why he has 6 Wukongs.
It's almost out, so the ability to hold is almost.
That's crazy. Jipuk has Wukong 3 at 4-5, 63 HP.
The spoils of war on the other side, of course, means we're looking at Yugo, who has got the Callista in a good position here to start hitting some of the big frontline targets as soon as is possible.
Return to the monkey. Yeah, we'll see it in a little bit. We'll see in a little bit. He's on a 4 streak. I don't have control over the observer, unfortunately. They said that there's like competitive integrity issues because I'm a coach.
Absolutely massive. Actually traps the main tank onto the left side. Does that give him enough chance?
Oh wow. Does he win this fight? With Syndra 1? Oh, Yugo has like all 1-star as well, right? This is like the battle of like the low rollers. Like everyone's low rolling in the bottom half here.
All right, yeah, that's absolutely something. Jipok, of course. So we've got the 3-star Wukong up at the front line.
Over encumbered item collector.
We can't necessarily rely on that Wukong long term. What would you want to be adding on to
What is that? What do you guys think the average is of that augment combo? I'm just gonna go ahead and look it up real quick. Augments over encumbered is a 4.3. That's a pretty good augment. Let's look at, and then you combine it with item collector. It's a 3.7. Holy cow!
I mean, that's of course always going to be a dangerous.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good. Well. It's the most dangerous time when everything seems to be coming together. Shago though, you know, very low on gold. Has only got the 1 win.
Transfer doors. items to Karma too. I mean, he's just playing for placements.
Start to see the two front lines collapsing. Good, very good position on Nami to the wave out. We have got the temporary Infinity Force coming in. A good quadruple knockup.
He needs to just play for placements. Good loss, really good loss.
Xiaoga holds on again.
Yeah, that was a critical as he found the Karma 2.
Oh, Yugal going
There
8th.
before when we spotted.
I mean,
looked at his
Jitpoke
fights
might
there, so,
win
you know,
the
Schalke
game.
stabilizing,
Fair, he's actually
Yugal
quite likely to
drops
win the
out, you know,
game.
that's a win for
And
Schalke,
so
but there's no chance that
they
Hugo
need to
Schalke
send
are
Yugal
gonna
8th to
basically.
gain
So
some
it's
placements
all
back.
about funneling the rest of the resources. Cheeto's playing Kog'Maw. I don't think he's hit Kog'Maw 3 yet, so still a very weak board. And Ice. The
What about
cool thing
Flexible and
Ice is
Item
that
Collector?
he
I mean,
can
that's also really good
hold
too.
on to an extra spatula.
I mean, we're not in the game of like what's the best theoretical combo, because we're comparing silver and gold with and you're saying a gold. But I mean, that is a good combination for sure.
It's possible.
Dude, Flexible is actually so nasty. That augment win rate is super high. It's not just Item Collector. It's just like Flexible.
Here we go, of course, has been hanging around, has
Like Flexible Trade Tracker is also such a crazy combo. If you ever seen it.
5 costs to choose from. But what's the choice
Like they just
gonna
get
be?
7 traits
Morgana,
anyways
of
because they're
course,
playing
always a
Flexible,
massive part of
and they just get like all these different emblems.
Still no
I'm pretty sure that's an
Kog'Maw.
illegal combo. They should disable that.
Duplicator already, but can't
They
find
already said that you
Kog'Maw's
can't
copy.
get like certain
Does
combos like
hit
Salvage
the
Bin
Rumble
with
3
Flexible.
outside.
They should just
Is
also
this enough to keep in the top
straight
4?
up. Actually, they took Salvage Bin out of the
Basically,
game.
he wants to have enough HP here, and he needs to look for the top 2 angle with the Kog'Maw comp, which is very
yeah.
difficult to do. Remember, Kog'Maw didn't even go into the top 3 until day 2 of the tournament.
So just watching the Shyvana walk forward and delete the backline. Like
Dude, this Wukong is just not taking any damage at all. Oh gosh, I'm pretty. Dude, Navi might upset Falcons here. G2's losing as well, but I mean G2's supposed to fall off. He's just an HP preservation.
Yeah, and that's just the thing about Kog'Maw. Not a high cap really to play for here. Have to look at
Yo,
the board to see
Navi,
if they can get some
Navi is
lead.
winning.
It's gonna be Here We Go that loses and Yugal that wins.
Oh boy. I mean, the amount of HP that Here We Go has lost over the course of the game is honestly kind of impressive. Thanks to the Tiny Titans, was up at the top, now down at the very bottom, but a volatile.
Okay, I mean G2's cooked. Ice is loose streaking.
We've got 4 players
Xiaoge is
on
losing.
20 or less HP. We could be seeing some decisive rounds, or we will be seeing some decisive rounds coming up, no doubt.
Falcons, the heavy favorites of this tournament, playing in front of the home team here in Saudi Arabia. Can they actually make it through?
Keep our eyes closely on Here We Go. And Yugal on the opposite sides of the screen. Here We Go, of course, has been in a downward trajectory for a little while. Keep our eyes closely to see.
Okay, this is really big.
Doing pretty quickly. We've got the shots from the south, but there's too many targets.
Oh, Here We Go's dead.
Has taken a long
Oh my god, dude! I think Falcons is out.
Will be put in the
They're very likely to get eliminated
They
now.
might be reflecting. Maybe he should
I'd
have
probably
taken
say that
really
they
aggressive potential win now,
are
because they're looking like 7
80%
and 8
favorite, or
on the
rather
side
Navi's
of
80% favorite right
Falcons
now,
here.
or more.
No Nami 2 found just yet for Schalke. His board is not looking that strong. If he runs into his own team,
Oh,
he could
wow.
very easily fall down. All the hopes of the team here are now falling to Ice and T2, but they've been losing a lot as well.
Deserve for not picking Golden Quest? I actually think so. He went 8th anyways. I can't help but feel like that was a pretty big moment. Like, he went 8th anyways? Like, he took Item Collector and then tried to stabilize off a level 8 board and played Golden Quest. I think he might as well have gone for it. Soju is right. Yeah, I guess he was. I guess they're not that good. Whoops.
Will be lost.
No damage done by the Akali. It looks like G2 will win this round rather handedly. Yep, it's going to be a 4v5 situation, so he does knock Sanyap out at least. On the other side for Schalke,
I mean, Xiaoge,
looks like he has a chance to stay
does he
alive,
win
but
this?
Kalista
Does he win
massive
this?
here, 59 stacks.
Oh my god.
Immediately realizing it's
And that's it. That like 95% plus. He's out in -8. Holy cow.
Falcons cannot take a top 2. They will exit the competition pre-playoffs, and Navi will go on to face the Wolves.
There is no Eldritch Emblem.
Holy
here on the
cow.
carousel. G2's playing Kog'Maw, not a high cap.
I mean, actually, it's like 99% now because Chi2 can't go second.
It's finally happening.
I mean, the only way is like if G-Poke accidentally sells his Wukong.
Player on the team.
Yeah, Falcons 1-2, yeah, but Chi2's playing Kog'Maw and Ice is not that strong. Like, they need at least Sangyap to go 6th, so that Xiaoge and Ice could play for placements and one of them can win out.
This series crazy, and Jipok, they're both on big win streaks right now and a massive amount of health.
Dude, you know the irony is nobody wanted to scrim Navi because they were just like getting thrashed. They were basically playing the wrong comps. Like they were playing the wrong comps and they had the complete wrong meta read, but they definitely improved as a tournament. Like the longer you survive in this tournament, the better you get. And they've adapted. So.
Oh boy, yeah, you can just see. There's so much crowd control and knock up the front line is good across multiple units. So Shyvana being an absolute MVP of disruption.
Ice in danger.
Yeah, Ice on the right hand side.
Oh.
I think Ice is out.
No, Ice is 1 life. Ice is 1 life.
No way. He's
1
on
HP?
1 HP? For the Falcons, hope is here, but it's only by the tiniest of margins. One more loss for Ice. And Navi will have...
Where the teams go 1, 2, 7, 8, it's whoever goes first then. Whoever wins the lobby. Winning is really, really OP in this lobby. Oh, Ice was going for 10 Eldritch? I see. He wanted to go for a crazy, crazy out.
Things are getting extremely dicey. This is must-win situation.
I would be so surprised. Like 10 Eldritch is only like Wandering Trainer type stuff.
Might just fall down to Korean domination coming out of APAC.
We had such high hopes for this Eldritch board as well. We know the verticals have been incredibly strong. So much damage being completely reliant on our Syndra to get the job done. Calista, of course.
He has Camille too, though. Like, his board is actually not bad. It might be just like if Camille rolls good items. Okay, wait. Oh, wait, no. It's Tactician's Crown. Oh, wait a second. It's Tactician's Crown. I just realized something. He. Oh no, it was 2-cost champion. Never mind. That was last game. I'm an idiot. Okay, never mind. I'm trying to have some semblance of hope here. Because if it was Tactician's Crown and he went for it at 9, I could see it.
If they were somehow able to remove Crazy's board here.
Never mind. I'm an idiot.
Crazy also playing a Syndra composition with the Jiphok is playing the spin to win version.
Because if he had Tactician's Crown, then he could actually play for the spatula. Out, which would just be unreal. But is Navi guaranteed for win the spot? I mean, no, but it's like as close to guaranteed as you can get, like 99.99%.
Again, all eyes on his performance. You know, Gito is still gamely managing to keep this going. As you said, not a composition that you really be hoping for in these circumstances.
A key component missing from
and
Jiphok compared to teams like Twisted Mind is that
all they have to do is eliminate Ice, and the series is over.
They had Xiaoge on the 2-cost reroll, low rolled, and then didn't really have anyone to carry the mantle forward. So will it end here? Crazy.
I think Here We Go lost it for them.
Coming in, going up against Ice.
That's a lot.
This was completely doable if they went like 5-7.
Coming in for a little bit more disruption, but Syndra being taken out
instead of 8-7.
Again, the Shyvana doing incredible work just to buy a little bit more time to work with. Volibear is holding.
Because then they can go for 2-3 or something like that, but
it's getting low, and I think this is going to be another survival
Ice wins though.
Ice.
Okay, hold on a second. Pause champ. Chi2 wins. Wait, Chi2 beat Jiphok? Hold on a second.
Still need to take out Jiphok.
Wait, the Kog'Maw player just won. Are we going to talk about that or not?
Team rotation could be devastating.
Hold on a second. What?
Too strong of a board here.
No. Of course, at this point, at least, it's a little easier to predict what's going to be happening, but for Navi fans, you can see both their players on the loss streaks right now.
Okay, Morgana's really, really big. Okay.
Here makes the Rakan such a stronger tank, extra HP and mana regeneration, just as the Wukong is falling down.
Jiphok didn't pop his item.
That seals the deal. This could be the knockout.
A little bit of extra preserving on the front line. You said the secondary tank.
He took a preserver for Karma.
On the backside as well, and the Archangel is
spin to win.
Yeah. Way too much.
You can see Navi. That's fighting. It's happened. The dream is real. Ice has been melted. Navi goes to playoffs. The Falcons have been dropped. Navi means born to win.
Ice has been melted. That's a bar. Ice has been melted. That's a bar.
They still knock out the favorites here.
Holy cow.
When it comes to team game esports, there's just something special about Korea.
That was actually one of the things we were talking about coming into this one.
Oh man, brutal.
The ability to work as a team, to communicate, to be more than
I'm thinking about it, man, and I actually think this was super winnable for Falcons. If your Kog'Maw goes second, all they I think Here We Go needed to do something bigger like the Golden Quest, frankly, quite frankly. The more I'm thinking about it. But, you know, I have to look at the spot, but whatever he did to go 8th, he like fumbled there for the team.
Critical seed here. And I think there was some misplays happening. I honestly felt like a Golden Quest might have been the answer coming here for Here We Go.
Yeah. Casters are saying it too. I agree.
I think
Does it mean Vitality's winning secure? No, I mean, if anything, this should make you guys a little bit scared because any team can win in best of 3. That's what makes it interesting, I guess. Like, even if there's like a team is super favored, you never know what might happen.
Wukong Syndra line perfectly, you know. This is we've seen win outs again and again with this composition. If you can hit, massively powerful.
But to play it out.
Falcons ruminating on their loss on the left side in the screen right here.
Falcons didn't make it out of groups, huh?
Here for Chi2, you know, he's probably the highest profile player on this squad.
Just seeing the faces.
2 best teams, Falcons and Fnatic.
We saw how they came into the game, you know, after game 2, being so dominant, thinking they had found their way back in again, full of fire.
Vitality clears this whole tournament.
I mean, it's not just been a win for Navi, it's been a dominant.
I mean, so far 4-0. It's hard. Like we can't even talk shit. You can't even say anything about it. Like they're winning. Like the winners get to have all the bragging rights.
But it was still nearly as powerful as they would have been otherwise.
Chiphawk smiling to
Chiphawk like won the series, and like he went first twice in a row. Like this guy was the MVP for the team.
For a lot of these players, it's been multiple sets.
Our playoffs best of 3, the quarterfinals are, yeah.
Well, Korea has a lot of talent. Honestly, on Navi, the closest one in recent form has been Sejong with his performance in the Golden Spatula Cup for APAC. The rest of the players not able to make it to that stage, but they found their own avenue there. Nobody thought that they were gonna perform.
Man, I'm actually so shook. I think I feel like Falcons was going to advance into this group, and it was really about whether or not like Navi I thought was like the weakest, but they advanced.
Going through to the playoffs.
But I think Navi adapted well, and that's like the thing about these players is you can't really sleep on them just because they don't have like some of the star power recognition. If they are working hard and like they're learning the meta and everything like that, you can definitely improve enough for the next day to do well enough to advance.
They're going to be playing against the Wolves. I think it's starting to dawn through there. What an accomplishment.
Is Soju playing now? Yeah, they play after this game.
And the devastation and disappointment on the other side.
Switch lobbies? Yeah, I can look at what's going on. Let's see what's happening in the other lobbies real quick. This is Twisted Minds versus MSJ. Ooh. MSJ is down 0-1 and they went 7-8 and On is at 7 HP. That is not looking good.
Be the round that crowns Twisted Champions, the winners of this. It's up against Hwanmi. It's not looking good, CLE.
Lots and lots of upgrades. The Fiora upgrade is
maybe not having egos and accepting your role and accepting the forever style more than individual style. Oh, that's 100% for sure. I think that if you guys rank 44 players just based off their individual skill in TFT, you're missing like a lot of components of it. There's way more elements that make. Okay, well that's it. Twisted Minds 2-0.
Twisted Minds are going.
MSJ went 6-7-8 twice in a row.
2 games in a row now, sending MSJ.
They're through to groups.
8th, 7th, 6th.
Like for example, I think that one thing that you could say about our team, like Dissoap and Wasian, is that they had to learn how to play 4v4. Like they didn't know immediately how to play 4v4 as well because they didn't have as much practice and they had to focus on Worlds for set 11, and so they were like a little bit behind. So they had to learn like the 4v4 format. If you approach it purely like solo queue, it's not going to lead to success. And I think Z10's an example of that. Like Z10, like came and played the best they possibly could, but I mean they got eliminated in groups and their solo queue team.
Panda putting together a pretty good board here. 7 Eldritch with the 2-star Briar is quite good. Now getting Mage in as well, so the Nami can cast a ton. But we see here, this...
Did the game start earlier? Yeah. Like, basically, after this, we're gonna be watching Vitality, but we have to wait for the other stream to do, like, their interviews and stuff like that.
And so one member again of MSJ does sneak into the top 4.
It's almost dinner time here.
Be enough, of course. Twisted Mind still playing for that average placement. Ryu still wanting to get better placement than Panda. Me.
I'm kind of hungry.
Surely they're strong enough. As I do.
I can't find the protein bar that I brought. Maybe I left it.
Play that we see here on the board from 67.
Sad.
2 Encanter, 3 Arc.
Guess I'll just starve to death.
We're wondering kind of how that endgame board
will
end up at, but just such a good recognition of taking that, you know.
I brought some beef jerky.
And just making it work out, right? Taking.
Oh, hey, look at that. Jack Links. That's a Fnatic sponsor.
I can still play Syndra with this.
Yeah, it's just very unique style.
I think people underestimate Soju and Milk. Oh yeah. So one thing Fnatic is doing, not Fnatic. One thing Vitality is doing. Milk goes up to every team that speaks English and say, "Who's the best 44 player on your team?" Just straight up shotguns it. I asked him who he thinks is the best 44 player on Vitality, and they say Soju.
Massive win streak perfectly.
Absolutely.
Really piecing together a board that is also unique. Not quite the Witchcraft board.
Because Soju's willing to play for the team.
Late game board that we are used to seeing, but just a lot of good upgraded units.
Yeah, just the level of.
He's willing to do the dirty work. Soju says it's Milk, but Toronto Tokyo and Milk says it's Soju.
And I talked about that leading into the series. Like, I think we're going to need to see more of that. Both teams did not really show that level of creativity, but now that Twisted Minds has kind of gone.
Has Soju stopped streaming? Yeah. He said that he's not going to stream until you guys start being nicer to him in chat.
Looks like we are changing carries possibly. Camille 2 is massive, wanting to maybe put this Karma 2 in instead for that 4 Chrono board. This is a little bit more standard.
What's this? Go say he wasn't there when we had the conversation. I think he went to sleep.
Is Huame trying to find that Karma 2, not quite finding it.
So he's never streaming again.
Yeah, right?
Honestly, it feels that way sometimes, but maybe not actually the case.
Man, it's rough out here in these parts.
Panda trying their best to at least have.
This guy played Caretakers into what, Syndra?
We try to go for that first place.
I mean, that sounds pretty good.
Doing so much damage.
Panda dead. Panda wins.
The treats to give her more HP throughout these fights, and it's paying some dividends. We see 8 HP left, which means you can feed her.
Huame survives. Oh no, he's dead. He's dead. He's dead.
You know, kill yourself in this game, which is.
Twisted Minds is probably the strongest CN team remaining, but at this point, like, it's hard to say. Like, all of the impressions that we have of the meta are based on evaluations from scrims and like watching them play. But now it's like maybe I really don't know who's actually good anymore. Like, it's entirely possible that in the past 2 to 3 days in particular, while being here in Riyadh, some teams have gotten much better and other teams have like stagnated. Like, I think that Fnatic definitely got worse.
Not an FF.
Than we were got worse relative to the field. Like, we improved slower than other teams when we got to Riyadh. Other teams were still improving while they were here, and I think we kind of hit a little bit of a stagnation.
Oh, close matchup here.
And so we made a couple of small errors. Like, that's not to say that we didn't play well enough to win. I think we played more than well enough to win, but we definitely had a little bit of stagnation, and other teams were like improving because we were trying to figure out ways to improve, and we weren't able to come to conclusions decisively. And other teams like Navi like improved dramatically, right? And you have to constantly keep improving. Like with being so close to the set launch date. Every single day that passes, if you're not improving in TFT, you're just falling behind. And so like we improved like so much, and then other teams were like improving so much as well, but they kept improving, and we just kept like we were like eh.
Yeah, Mila, Elise even.
They don't have much gold to
roll.
So it is what it is.
Briar is, but
And I guess I'm making that point because had we improved a little bit more, I think we would be able to play even cleaner. I think we played like an 8 out of 10, and I think we need to play like a 9 out of 10 to get out of groups.
so you don't get to the Briar. But it really is.
It does make me excited to see the end of this tournament though, cause see if these teams can find another gear.
So incredibly powerful. As we see, possibly one of our last fights. If Panda
Are these the quarterfinals? This is the group. This is the last.